Remember Eddie Wap?
Yeah,
That was a good show.
an hour late.
Props there.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. 4G Audio Podcast. Fucking, I'm Styles the Prophet. With me, like always, we got B Show.
What's up, everybody?
And making this all happen on the podcast ones and twos, we got Jonesy.
Yeah. What up,
right.
everybody?
Gang.
Cheers to y'all.
Yeah, cheers on this
Happy
fucking
Friday.
Happy Friday.
Clean them up.
Yeah, happy fucking keep quarantining and all that stuff. Happy birthday to YNW Melly.
Hey.
But yeah, fucking right. We're gonna get into this. We got a couple people we're gonna call up here.
Yeah.
I'll introduce them as we go.
That's right.
But we're just trying to work out some Zoom kinks and all that. We got this Gorilla Glue number 4 in this. Fuck, am I smoking rum backwoods?
Run backwards. Damn.
Shout out to my dude too. He pulled through with the fucking backwoods.
Hey.
Is that like? Did you just roll that now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. That's
right,
nice.
Yeah.
right before your eyes.
Yeah, fucking right. Who do you know can roll backwards like me? We should have a competition.
We
Yeah.
had a backwards rolling competition.
Seriously.
Fuck that. That'd be
sorry.
So you got Trip as the cipher champ, and we got Styles the Prophet as the
Yeah,
blunt rolling champ.
Self-proclaimed blunt rolling champ.
That email, try that
We
one.
got it working out.
Yeah. He said something.
Oh, here, I don't need that. I got that.
Perfect,
But,
yeah.
You guys hear about Eminem's house getting broken into?
Or give him the ID code. Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. That works.
They say that the security was sleeping.
Yeah.
But they meant like not aware of what was going on, I guess. But it sounded like they were all like congregated in the front, and then they like the person came in the back. And it's funny because the mugshot, the guy's wearing a fucking. He's got one of those like masks.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like on his face. It's
But
like
yeah, it's
down or
hanging,
whatever.
yeah.
But yeah,
All right, I'm
That's
inviting a
freaky
guest
shit.
currently,
yeah.
so he might
let's do it.
answer the call shortly.
So yeah, we got Greg Big Stuff Campbell from Blue Panda
That's right.
and Organized Rhyme. If you remember, Check the OR from back in the day.
That's yeah. Back in the day. That's right. Yeah, this is a special episode. We're super happy to have Greg on tonight.
Fucking right, yeah.
And,
We've been actually fucking trying to get this to happen for a bit.
That's right.
We met him back at Cranium Festival. Actually,
Yeah. King Khan actually introduced
Yeah,
us.
shout
So
out to King Kong.
big shout out to King Khan.
Yeah, he introduced us and he made this happen for sure.
That's right. Yeah, just bear with us. We're trying to
Maybe
link
I'll
up with him right now.
I tried the first email there.
You want this?
Yes, I do.
I was gonna try and keep it so whenever he came on, I was smoking it, but
You might have it back by the time this
yeah,
all works
exactly.
out.
Yeah.
Did you give him the code?
He
He said, "Yeah, just give me the code."
Give me the ID code. Just
Yeah.
give him our fucking thing.
How do I do that?
Email.
Or whatever the code is, I could just like send it to him through here.
Yeah. Fuck. Sorry, guys. What the fuck code are you talking about?
Excuse me.
There's like a thing. I've sent 2 invites now, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should have gotten them.
Well, what's our ID code?
And we'll actually have Goon coming through later on a call. It's actually pretty cool. I like that. I like that people are set up doing this with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, well, even like Magic Mike, he was a little bit it was new to him, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could see he was like, oh shit, like look at this.
He was
shit,
excited
man.
about
Like,
it, yeah, for sure.
But it's funny because like, so I think maybe Jonesy said this before, but it's like we've always had this technology,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just like we've never really had a use for it until now, or like people use it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just that we never had like we personally never really needed it or anything. Like,
Yeah, definitely we
did.
did.
Talk to my son,
Yeah.
and then I was like, hey, why don't we fucking start doing like these Skype and shit and
Yeah.
Zooms and stuff? So then I'd ask people, do you have Zoom or Skype? And they'd be like, I have Zoom. I'm like, oh fuck, well, like everyone's got this Zoom shit. Shout out to Hennessy. Cheers.
Oh man, that's tasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Gang,
yeah.
gang, but I'm really with my
from,
friends.
Our temporary sponsor at Perp Merp Terps.
Go subscribe.
Yeah, at perp_nerp_terps. Yeah, fucking right. I got some shit coming in the mail for you guys too. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, man, me too.
And then yeah, I'm gonna order a bunch of t-shirts because a lot of people that I talk to say that they want to buy them from me, like not on the internet and shit. So they'll buy a bunch of them. I already got a bunch of them sold and shit.
Hey.
But so at the same time too, if you're looking for a shirt and you've heard me say go to 4gaudiopodcast.com and go to our merch and buy one and whatever.
Go here, go there.
You probably felt like maybe that was too much, or that once you did do it all, you maybe realized that you can't online purchase whatever. Hit me up. I'll even mail them to you if you want. Like, fuck.
That's what's up.
You might have to pay the shipping or whatever, but I'll mail them to you.
Straight from the man himself. Maybe even signed too. Shit.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah, why not?
So, code and password has been sent.
All right, so it should just be a matter of a minute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one too. Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you had that set up on your fucking Akai.
Oh, down here.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Nice.
But I don't know which. So right, I have all these labeled,
all
right?
labeled.
So I don't know down here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually super stoked about this. I was listening to
Says he's in.
Organized Rhyme and shit like that.
Yeah.
Join with camera.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say we got a viewer from BC right now.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah. Bill.
Bill.
Shout out Bill. He's tuning in for Goon, he says.
Oh,
Bill
shit. Swag gang. Shit, man. Much love. All the way from fucking Ontario.
Yeah, Victoria,
Victoria,
BC, I believe.
Nice. Is that like the island?
Yeah.
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 That's where all the hippies are and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. My buddy's dad used to live on the island.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Shout out Stevie J.
Yeah,
Uncle
beautiful
Steve.
area. I've never been on the island, but I've been as far west as you can get before you hit the island. Yeah, it's Squamish.
Fuck, I should see more of our country. The funny thing is like I have my sights set on other countries. I want to go to Ireland and Colombia and shit like that.
I agree. I'd love to do Europe and Ireland for sure, man.
Ireland, I don't know.
Italy, I've always wanted to do Italy myself.
True,
as well.
yeah. But yeah, that's the thing is there's so much shit like you can't. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, you would literally like have to be traveling all the time to see everything in the.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I think what it was there was a radio commercial or something that was like, put that seed in my head or whatever, right? So then I started thinking about it. I was like, man, like legit, like you'd have to fucking. Hey,
think we have some luck.
Yeah.
There he is, everybody.
Hey, what
It's
up?
Greg Big Stuff Campbell in the house.
That's what's up.
Virtually in the house. How's it going, man?
It's good, bro. It's good. I'm just gonna turn up the mic, the headphones a bit there.
Yeah, man.
I'm in my. It's crazy. I'm like, I was checking out some episodes.
Nice.
And when I know what it's like, so I was like, do I go to my space that I've been doing all my shows from? And then I was like, no, I think I just go to the basement.
Yeah, that's where we're at, man.
Fucking right. Yeah, man. Oh,
Join in the basement weirdos.
It's
Cheers to
the
that.
basement
I like that.
weirdos. That's it.
That's where it all started, right? So,
Absolutely.
Fucking right, man. So,
Yeah.
so you run the Blue Panda, right?
So Blue Panda Realty is it's my buddy's company.
Okay.
I'm involved on a professional level right now. There's things in progress. I won't get too into details. But
Yeah.
I have my own office in Orleans, and and that's my space. And so, but the way that I'm doing it is, it's real estate, but the space is open for co-work. I also have my studio space in there now.
Okay.
We're basically opening it up for creatives as well. So it's not just strictly like a real estate office
That's cool,
where
man.
you go. You know what I mean? It's more of a co-work collaborative environment.
It seems like everybody's got like, you know, that business and then like studio.
Yeah.
It's like t-shirt shop studio.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like I had to. I mean, you know, I got kids at home now too, and it was like, do I just keep my studio space at home? And then I was like, well, no, if I'm paying for the space, I might as well just like have a place where we can go,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you know, and
Yeah.
do shit.
True that. Keep it separate
Absolutely.
too. Like, so then you're not
Yeah.
like at home all the time, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, so with all this quarantine shit, what's business like in the realty section?
Yeah. You know, it's been interesting because it's funny because like I feel like I've always been kind of ready for this. So it wasn't much of a surprise to me. I was like, well, whatever. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna handle it.
Right.
And then, you know, a lot of people in my business were like, oh my God, if we're not like essential, what am I gonna do? And they just weren't prepared whatsoever. We were considered essential, still people panicking. But I mean, for me, it's been okay. Like, you know, all you can do is kind of adapt to it, improvise, and
Exactly.
you know, overcome it. You just got to come up with your own strategies. And our brokerage really went on head first. And I mean, you know, I've done a couple deals. We have precautions. We have like waivers we got to sign. We got clauses in our agreements. So we kind of like took it on right away to handle it. And it's been okay. I mean, I'm not going to say like I've done as much business as I have in previous years at this time, because this is always the busy time.
Yeah.
But you know, it's been okay. I mean, we're maintaining, and I mean, we're coming out of it.
Right.
Everybody's getting like, and the thing is, real estate sales drop, but the prices are staying the same. Ottawa's hot, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
So whenever you say that you feel like you're prepared for this, like how so?
Just I think it's from watching a lot of sci-fi movies since I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
So it's more like mentally I've been like, this will happen. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to protect myself and my family.
Yeah.
Because when you think of you know, money can only do so much, right? I'm kind of like, you know, I'm okay. I'm not amazing, but it's like I'm more prepared of like for not having anything.
Right.
So when this all happened, I'm like, wow, whatever. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, I'm gonna sit here and cry about this and that. It's like you can only do so much, right?
True.
And I think that's the problem with a lot of people. They're just not really mentally prepared to be like, oh no, I don't have my job. I don't have my shit. What am I going to do? And I'm kind of like, okay, well, adapt, improvise, overcome,
Absolutely,
and figure the shit out, man. Like what can you really do?
What skills do you
Yeah,
have?
well, I was even saying the other day too, like it's like if you stop to dwell on something like that's gone wrong or whatever the situation might be or whatever, that you actually can miss other opportunities coming to you, you know, because you're like, oh no, this thing happened, this sucks, I'm staying inside. But if you went out with your buddies, you would have met whatever, you know, the girl of your
100%.
dreams, or like, you know, the producer that helps you fucking get there or whatever, right? Yeah. And so I always look at it like that, and I have an analogy. It's like Guitar Hero. So like whenever, because I'm not very good at it, right? So whenever I'd miss a note, I would still be trying to play that note in my head, but missing the next couple notes. So then I'd have to be like, okay, and then like catch the next bit. So I'd miss a whole bunch. Yeah. And so that's the way I look at life, right? Like, oh no, my dog died. Oh no, like I'm gonna like stay inside and like dwell on this thing. But then you missed all these opportunities to do these things.
Great.
Like,
yeah, that's great, bro. Guitar Hero for the win, man. That's awesome.
That's super funny, man. But so many people are like that, dude. They're so confused and they're like caught up in their own shit. They just don't have any idea.
Or even like panicking when like the situation hasn't even arrived yet, but you're like worried about the situation might be happening. Yeah. And it's like, well, you gotta cross that bridge when you get to it, because it's like you're just spending all this time on this thing that's nothing right now. Yeah. But it's just funny. Sorry, I only really brought that up because it's just funny, because exactly what you were saying was like what I was like talking about the other day to somebody. So I just had to bring it up. It's just, what do you call it? Synchronicity. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That's good. That's a great Police record. The Police, they did a record, Synchronicity.
Yeah, no way.
It's a great album. That's the one with Every Breath You Take on it. But
Okay.
But that's a really good record. That's the one that catapulted them.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like the iconic.
And then they split. Classic.
Yeah, of course.
Man, I remember listening to the Police one time whenever I was younger, and like we were obviously all fucked up, right? And my buddy puts on a Police song, right? And he's like, "Yeah, man, like, you ever heard this song?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know who it is?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "It's the Police." I'm like, "Man," I'm like, "Do they like all play like instruments and shit?" He's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like the construction worker and like the Indian and stuff like that. And he's like, "Man," he's like, "That's not even the fucking Police."
It's the village.
Yeah,
it's the village people.
Yeah. Because I've only ever
funny.
seen like YMCA and they're not playing any instruments. I'm like, do they play instruments? Buddy's like, that's not even the same fucking group.
Different group.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
fuck. But I've learned since then. But man, so yeah, bring us fucking. Let's rewind a little bit. Bring us back to the day, man.
It's a big rewind. It's a big rewind.
So tell us about like kind of your step into hip hop and like all that kind of shit. Like how'd you get into it?
Yeah, so for me, it's pretty crazy how what happened. The way I got into it was I was in grade 7, so I would have been like 12, I guess.
Is that in Ottawa?
In Ottawa, and
Yeah.
that would have been like, so for me, 12 would be 1986, I guess.
I
No,
would-
1980.
Shout out 1986.
We
It's
were
the year I was born.
Two of us were born in 1986.
That's cool. So 1986, I guess. And then I was scared of doing oral presentations in school.
Yeah. But you loved getting oral, right?
I was afraid to get up in front and talk to people. So for whatever reason, I don't even remember why, but I had this little keyboard and it had beats. It was like a little Casio. And then I was like, fuck it. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to rap. And I went up and I did it. And it was just balls. Like I had no fucking fears, no anxiety, nothing. I just thought, I'm going to fucking rap. I went up and rapped. And the class went crazy.
But it was like your presentation?
It was my presentation.
Yeah.
It was my oral presentation. I rapped it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And this is in '86, so this is like License to Ill, BC Boys, fucking Cool J and Run DMC, basically, right? So
that was also a risky move in '86, you know.
Buddy, it was but it was I was lucky because I still to this day my favorite teacher of all time in school. So he was like that was fucking amazing.
Sick.
And everybody loved it. And then I started doing it in school. Like almost every presentation I did, I rapped.
That's awesome.
And I and that's how I started. And then so I got older and I was doing it. And then I met Tom in high school.
Okay.
He was a couple years older than me, but we were from the same neighborhood. And then one day we were skateboarding. He's like, I've been rapping. He's like, do you rap? And I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, I rap.
That's how I do my presentations.
Yeah, that's it. And he's like, you want to start a rap group? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So we started it. And he kind of, I give him a massive respect because he's like, I think he's 2.5 years older than me, but he already had like the sampler and shit. And he was already like doing that. And like, I didn't know. Right. So he was the guy that kind of produced and got me into the whole production side of things. And, man. And that's basically how it started. And then he started setting up the shows and stuff and fucking history, bro.
So did you guys do a lot of shows in Ottawa?
Yeah, we did. We did a lot of shows in Ottawa. We met some people from New York City who were working in Ottawa at the time. Nice. And they ended up being pretty down with us, and they convinced our parents to give them a bunch of money. And me and Tom went to New York City for a summer. I think it was 1989. Nice. Or 1989 or 90 maybe. And we went to New York and we did our first, we did a month in the studio there, and we shot a video in Brooklyn and shit. And we were like fucking kids. And yeah, it was crazy, man.
What studio were you at?
It was just this dude's, it was one of the guy's brothers,
like a home studio.
His apartment in Manhattan. It was like 86th Street or some shit.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But it was dope. And and I'll never forget it because I had a Public Enemy tape at the time, and he's like, give me your Public Enemy tape. you know, and I'm like fucking 16. I'm like, why the fuck you on my Public Enemy tapes? Like, I want to give you my Public Enemy tapes.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
shit. And anyways, I give it to him, and he's like, I just want it for the ride. I'm going to Brooklyn. I want it for the ride. Comes back and he gives me a Big Daddy Kane tape.
Nice.
He's like, I traded your Public Enemy, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh,
and I didn't really know Big Daddy Kane at the time.
Yeah.
And then that became like my biggest influence because he traded that fucking tape.
That's awesome, though.
So yeah, so that was that's a pretty good story.
Yeah,
that was
for
sure.
sure.
That was a fun time.
Yeah, it's funny because you were kind of like resistant at first, but then it ended up being
16,
like your jam.
I'm like, you know, yeah. Like, fuck you, dude. I'm a teenager. I know everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fuck yeah.
how many years was Organized Rhyme together for?
What this?
Dude, honestly, like probably 3.
3, yeah.
Okay.
You guys did. You guys made a lot of noise in 3 years. You guys were on MTV.
Well, Much Music. I don't
Much
Music.
Yeah,
On MTV.
sorry.
It was Much Music.
I always make that mistake actually about
Yeah.
MTV's
Canadian
America.
MTV.
Much was I always called MTV for some reason.
I got a good story about MTV though.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah, Much Music, man, and I mean, we like I won't lie. When we were doing shit, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did shows in New York City. We did shows in Jersey.
It's
We
crazy.
played with like a lot of Dream Warriors. We played with like Third Base and some other groups that like aren't even really around. Tribe Called Quest. We did like
No way.
anyways.
Wow.
They were at our show.
Yeah.
They were at our show, and some other guys that aren't even around anymore. Like EPMD was at our show once in New York. It was pretty fucking wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then what happened was when we started blowing up, we made the mistake of a lot of kind of shit came to me where you know, you got people in your ear, right? And you're a kid, and it's like, yeah, you're fucking dope, your buddy, like the jokes and all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to say some of it didn't get to me, but we kind of split because of that and because of the age. You know, when you're a teenager and you're 2.5, 3 years apart, kind of priorities shift a bit.
Yeah.
True.
So, you know, and it was right on the edge of gangster rap too. So I kind of got a little bit gangster.
Okay.
Probably before I should have. But yeah, man. And anyways, so we rocked it out, and then we all just kind of had enough of each other. You know, we were going through that. You're a bunch of teenagers living in a fucking hotel and recording music for like 6 months. It was like, forget it. See you later.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't make it. We there was a couple decisions we made that could have been better.
Yeah.
It could have worked out better for sure. But hey, man, like no regrets at all. I'm still buddies with Tom. We were talking today.
Right
And,
on.
yeah, it's a wild ride.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
man.
then life started.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole family thing.
I just want to say one thing, man. Just because you're talking to Tom today. Did he talk about the thing the other day? He fell asleep on the live.
No, dude. So listen, I didn't. So we were texting, and I didn't bring it up, but I watched a bunch of shit. Like, thanks guys for reaching out, and I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
And then I went back and I figured out what's up, but I didn't because we're supposed to have like online beers.
Yeah, right.
Next week, so I know we'll talk about it. But today we were just talking about Joe Rogan and all that shit.
Yeah, that's sick too.
Anyways,
but yeah, no, I just like I said, I just brought it up because you said you were talking to him today, and
that's funny.
Was recent. But
that was.
But yeah, so then I mean, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So I mean, like when you say now, like, you know, that's when life started. So I mean, like what
So
after that, you know.
So after that all happened. It was kind of weird because me and Tom both got accepted into Algonquin for TV broadcasting at the same time.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And I went for 3 days and I was like, fuck that.
Shit.
And then I packed my shit and I moved to Vancouver.
Oh.
So I was like, I just turned 19, I think.
Yeah.
And my buddy was out there and I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. So I drove to Vancouver. And I was really into fitness at the time. Like I became a fitness trainer, but then I met these guys through another friend, and then I was producing beats. I really got into it, and then I became like the West Coast. Like I mean, I'll send you guys the links later. If
Yeah.
almost all of the gangster rap in the mid '90s in Vancouver was produced by me.
No way.
Yeah, so like, and I did shit like I worked with Ice-T, Be Legit, Mac Mall,
Say word,
the
no.
Loonies, through a buddy of mine who was we were building shit together, and he was bringing these people up to work with. So I produced like hard, man, from like 90. I'll say from like 97 to like 2001, I produced like fucking so much shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I had another band. I had a couple groups in the early 2000s. We toured in Europe.
Wow.
I'll send you guys the links to all this shit.
Yeah,
It was like,
do it.
Man, I'd love to hear
and
it.
it wasn't really. It was like kind of more experimental, like hip hop, electro shit.
Yeah.
These two girls. You guys will love some of the content. This group I was dealing with, Stinkmit. Two
Stink
girls. And it was
Mitt.
like, yeah, and it was like,
Oh.
and I produced it, and my name was Dr. Do This, so I dressed as a doctor and played keyboards.
Nice.
And, but we toured Europe twice, and it was just two chicks. One's a badass battle MC, and the other one sang and rap too. But it was like, anyways, it was something else, man. And if the internet had been around then, dude,
Yeah.
Next level.
it would have been fucking over.
No
Oh, for
doubt.
sure, man.
No
I would have been
doubt.
on that.
You guys will love the shit. I'll send you guys the links.
Do
You'll
it.
love it, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
I still do some stuff with one of the girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Anyway, so like I did that, and then I had a studio. I had a big studio in Vancouver for years. Me and a couple other buddies ran it, and then I moved back to Ottawa in 2006.
Yeah.
I just needed a change and got into real estate with my mom, and then just I was still working in the club. I was managing DJs. I had a DJ business, and
Fuck.
and then I met my wife probably in 2000. And when did I meet her?
Oh shit.
Anyways,
Good thing you're in the basement.
yeah. But anyways, it was just like one of those things. She's a singer.
Okay,
We met
cool.
because my boy was like, "Let's go party at your house. Like this girl's dope. Let's go." And so
Right.
we went, and then and then that's it. And the cool thing about like I'm just fast tracking here, but it's great. And then the cool thing is that right now, since this whole pandemic fucking happened, we've been working on shit. So we've got
yeah.
like 3 tracks we're working on right now,
Man.
and it's a duo project. So we're called The Comfort Zone, and
Nice.
she's singing, and I'm rapping.
That's
That's
sweet,
awesome.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're actually recording tomorrow, so it's
You'll have
you guys,
to send us that too.
Yeah.
no doubt.
I'll get that to you guys like pre-release.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
you
we'll
know?
even play it on the show, man, if you want.
Yeah. For
Dope.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
for
before
sure.
it's
Yeah,
ready to
man.
go or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that's the fast track of my life.
that's cool,
Hey,
man.
man.
It's crazy to condense it into that shit.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Oh,
it sounds
fuck,
like you got a
that's-
lifetime of
Experience.
great
Yeah.
memories.
There's many side stories.
Oh, I
sure.
believe
Oh
that.
man, don't worry. When all this shit's over, we'll have you come actually
Oh, yeah, for
physically
sure,
in,
for sure.
and,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
we'll go through it all for sure, man.
absolutely.
sure, man.
Fuck. I couldn't imagine though, man.
Yeah,
going on
yeah.
that ride like to New York and shit when you're like what 16? You said.
Yeah, did you guys? No, I didn't know you guys at the time, but me and Tom posted the video we did down there. It's crazy, bro. It's like
Oh,
it's
yeah?
all VHS style. I'll send it to
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'll share it with you. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Send
wild.
it
It's
to
wild.
our email or something, and yeah, man, we'd love to see all this. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
for
were
sure.
in Brownsville, Brooklyn, like,
Yeah.
and we're white kids in '89.
Right.
Like, dude, there's no white kids in Brownsville.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how.
yeah.
That's,
we were with the crew, so it's crazy shit, man.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
You come back thinking differently about everything, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt,
that's
man.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
perspective.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say-
can't wait to do this for
You're
real.
looking
You
at
know?
your beer there, bro. I think
Yeah.
I need another one.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I noticed you were drinking a beer. I was gonna cheers you, but I was like, oh shit, I drank it before I thought that. I got
It's
some.
all right.
I got some whiskey. We can cheers that.
Cheers to that, eh?
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Dude, I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to grab another beer.
Do
Mhm.
that. I'm gonna
You
do
do
the
you,
same
bro.
thing.
All right.
Right on.
How's the beers? How's the beers?
I'm good. I'm good on the beer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a beer. Can't hurt. Oh, thank you.
And fuck. The funny thing is there was,
someone made a comment to Big
Yeah.
Christian Tessier.
Oh, I forgot to send him the link. Christian Tessier. Say it.
Yeah,
Somebody shouted you out.
Yeah, you got to shout out, Greg. I'll read it to you. Christian Teste.
Oh, cool. I just told him to check it out. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. So Christian,
Yeah, that's true.
he's from Ottawa. He's a pretty major actor, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
But he's a phenomenal singer.
Oh, okay.
So we're working on a little bit of his project. I'll be straight up because I know he's watching. It's really fucking good shit.
Yeah.
And it's just time. It's time. It's coming though. But his stuff, like, you guys will hear it, man. You guys get that
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
He's fucking dope.
Well, fuck, he'll have to come through too, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, he's someone we'd love to have on here sometime.
Yeah, dude, trust me, he's the perfect guy to have on your show.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you've been watching a little bit,
Yeah.
just to get the feel for it.
Yeah. So, and it was cool. I saw that you had Spit and Image on last week.
Yes.
So I mixed. I think I mixed on the album he did in 2015 that you guys were talking about. I think I mixed about half of that.
No way.
Wow. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
okay, so
I recorded and mixed. There was some politics involved, which sucked.
Okay.
But I mixed. I mixed at least 3 or 4 tracks and recorded some.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talented for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say,
yeah.
just because you mentioned a lot of like producing and stuff out west and shit. The funny thing is like I'm gonna tell you, I did do some research and stuff, and I did like, I tried like I never found big stuff, but I tried, just whatever, you know what I mean? And so I tried finding this and that, but I couldn't really find anything.
Really, eh?
But I feel like, I found stuff, but I didn't notice any of the stuff about like producing and all this shit.
Okay.
So I mean that was actually really big to find out. Especially too, because you said like it was in the late '90s type shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you something though. So my partner at the time was a pretty serious gangster.
Yeah. Okay.
And so a lot of the stuff we were working on never really got to see the light of day because he got smoked outside my studio one night.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that's why there's like a massive element of shit that you won't hear. Some of it you can find, but that's what happened. Like he literally left my studio and then I got a call and it was like,
Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, and there's obviously a massive backstory to that, but that guy was like, really, really interesting story, dude. Like the guy came to me,
Let's get it.
couldn't rap. And I knew what he was about. Like we knew each other through a friend and, doing work and stuff. And, so, it happened. I basically taught him to rap. We did the shit. Like he had a vision, it was like one of those, like back then it was like the Cash Money shit, right? It's like, fuck it, we're going to do this. We're going to make me and people are going to fucking buy it. And no matter what anyone thinks, we're going to be famous.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things, but it never got there.
Right.
So that's the story of that.
That's tragic.
That's crazy
man.
though. Yeah, that's us. Like, and so basically he was like funding this all.
Yeah.
That's kind of like usually the whole thing,
Classic, man.
like
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's like a Suge Knight Dr. Dre story.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Totally.
one of those things. Like we were right there.
Yeah.
Yo, what was the name of that girl group? Stink Mitten?
Stink Mitt.
Oh, Stink
Stink
Mitt.
Mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up on Spotify tonight, bro, and love it. So I produced almost all of it, and I wrote half of it. I rap and I sing on it.
I know a
Definitely
guy
check
that
that
would,
out.
if he doesn't know about it, he would love that.
Yeah.
Just solely based on the name, I guarantee he would love that. That's so sick, man.
And you guys are into hip hop, so like the lyrical content is like it's artistic slut shit.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm intrigued for sure.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
But for real though, if you remember, you should send us all that content you were talking about. Because
I'll send you everything I can get my hands on for sure.
we would definitely go over it, and at the same time too, like I said, whenever you come back, that'll be something for us to talk about too. Give us all that fucking content.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure, man. I can't wait to be in the room with you guys.
Yeah.
Where are you at, anyways? What part of town are you in?
We're in the West End, like
By Bayshore.
Bayshore.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Where you at? Oh yeah, you're Orleans.
I'm in Orleans.
Yeah. My brother's in Orleans. He's I forget what the place is called, but he's right by the mall.
Well, okay, that's a good spot to be right now with the LRT coming in. Lots of money to be made down there.
True that. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
The LRT, holy shit! I heard at one point they said that they were gonna give the keys back and tell them to fuck off. But then it was like 2 months later, I saw on the front of the newspaper it said like the people who designed it were getting some kind of award for it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, you know what, man? It's so typical. It's so Ottawa. It's so politics.
Oh,
It's
money.
all bullshit. Yeah. Oh, hold
Good?
up, guys. You're gonna get to meet my kids here. Hold
Oh,
on.
you're
They're coming to
good.
say goodnight to me. Check
Okay,
it out.
okay,
Right
sick.
Hold on,
Right
Savannah. So hold on. Here's my two beauties. This is Savannah.
Hey,
Hi,
Savannah.
Hey.
Can you say goodnight? Can Savvy, say goodnight, 4G audio podcast.
You tried.
That's all right. Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
This is Alexa.
Hi, Alexa.
Good night.
She's a TV star too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Star
that
just
wave.
like daddy.
Yeah.
Bye, girls. I'll see you in the morning. All right. Bye, Savvy. I love you too.
Sorry, just like fell off like 2 stairs.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm gonna cry. You guys heard that?
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
4 stairs.
4 stairs, not 2. Of course, it's always bigger with you. It's always
Tomorrow it'll be 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute, man.
That's
That's
good.
adorable.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It's funny, dude. I didn't have kids till I was 40. I love it.
Yeah.
There's no
Right
way.
on.
There's no way I was ever ready before then.
Yeah.
See,
I don't
and-
think you're ever ready till they come, man.
That's
But
true.
you know what's funny?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Is I feel like you know, like you said, you like fast track through everything or whatever, you know, and you're like, this is now or whatever, right? And that was just a perfect example of like,
Yeah,
this is
right.
now, and here we are now, you know, like
Dude,
that was
here
cool.
we are tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so
Make the
sick.
girls,
But yeah, so you pushed back a phone call for us. So I feel like maybe we should let you go.
I got another couple minutes, bro.
All right.
If you
No,
want
let's
to-
get it.
Sorry, man. All
No,
right.
let's
but
get it.
no. But you know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's dope that you said that because I got another 10. I like talking to you guys.
Okay,
I like
cool,
what you're
man.
doing here.
Hey,
All
man.
right, yeah,
I
man.
appreciate that.
And flashing back a bit, like when I was going through your show tonight, it was cool. I saw you had KB the boss on.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Cool.
KB.
I had him on my podcast yesterday.
Oh, no
Or,
way.
Oh,
days
man.
ago.
Is it
Yeah.
the 10 minutes to talk?
That's right.
No. So that one died. Like
Okay,
Oh.
it's just funny because I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I got about 10 minutes. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh.
Is that what you're talking
Yeah, so 10 minutes to talk. I started like 2 years ago. I did like six or 7 episodes, I think.
Okay.
And then I got busy. But I started the pandemic personally podcast.
Okay.
I've actually
when the pandemic started.
watched
So
a couple of that.
You checked it out?
I checked that out.
so
Yeah.
I'm like 22 episodes in, but I interviewed KB on Thursday.
Nice.
But we connected a while ago, and he's actually probably going to help me with some promo for my next project. With
Yeah,
Anna.
man. Yeah.
Through the
Right
through the
on.
magazine?
He's dope, dude. He's dope.
He just
Oh,
started
yeah, he's
something,
doing,
Like he's doing
a
some like with
podcast
shift.
too or something.
Yeah,
now.
it's like
Yeah, the
IGTV.
live-
Like he literally just started it like on Wednesday or something.
Yeah. He did the first episode. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is it
Yeah.
a podcast or was it on
Yeah.
live?
It's an
It's like a
IGTV
live
thing, right?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's right.
sick. Fuck, shout out to him though, man.
Yeah, man.
He's
Yeah,
definitely. I was just gonna say he's definitely doing big things for the hip hop community around here.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's right.
well, he gives a shit, and he's got like he's got a professional attitude about it too.
For
right?
Yeah,
sure,
man. He was
yeah.
probably one of the most, more professional.
Careful.
'cause,
We give a shit, but we're not
I
that
would say,
professional.
Usually we just get some hardcore rappers up and through here,
Yeah,
So
we just try to give everyone their
and
spot.
that was the other thing. I was flipping through, and I saw you had Kenny on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you had
Yeah.
King Khan on. I was
Yeah.
like, that's my
Oh
boy.
well, actually, yeah, man. He actually introduced us to you at Cranium
Oh, shit,
Festival.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
basically
man.
made this happen.
That's right. So, yeah, big shout out to Kenny, man.
Shout out to fucking King Khan.
Yeah,
For
King
sure,
Khan,
man. Fuck.
Yeah.
But no, that was a sick show too, man. They had the fucking jerk chicken and shit.
Yeah, that was I believe it was that Friday night at Babylon was the
Babylon,
night
yeah.
that we met. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Saturday night was at Street. What was it?
Queen Street.
Queen Street Fair or whatever.
Queen Street Fair, right?
Yeah.
No, I think it was the other way around because we were late to the Queen Street Fair because we had to do the podcast. Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't. No. Either way, we met him at Babylon.
Doesn't matter what your name is.
And they had the jerk chicken at Babylon. That's right.
Yeah, but the jerk chicken was bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that that's like a super moot point, but great night all around.
You always bring up the jerk chicken when we talk about that night.
Great night all around, though. Yeah, we actually we met a bunch of people that night, and it's funny because the first person that we walked in and saw was you and Kenny.
That's right, yeah.
And I turned around from the coat check, and Kenny, and he's like, hey, yeah, like, meet this guy. I'm like, yeah, right on. And you were like, yeah, come on my podcast. I'm like, no, come on our podcast. Shit. But yeah, so now you're doing it like through Zoom, or how are you doing that?
Sorry, you know what? Now I'm flashing back. That's right, because at that point I was gonna reboot 10 minutes to top.
You said that.
And then I didn't because the pandemic started.
Right.
And then I was like, well, fuck that. I'm gonna make it all on the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
all right.
fucking right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now you're doing that. So you do it like Zoom.
No, I do it on. I use this platform called Ecamm Live.
Okay,
it's an Apple product. It's an app for Apple Mac only.
Right.
Can you like run ads and stuff on it?
But I run all the interviews through Skype.
Okay.
Anyways, I love it. But now I'm all into the restream zone of things. So I'm
How's
like,
that?
So now I did. And I got the paid account, so I'm waiting for the confirmation from LinkedIn too, so I can do Facebook pages, LinkedIn, YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And I got to work around and take it on Instagram at the same time. So I'm like trying to like fucking just push it all out, and then I'm repurposing all the podcasts for audio. I got this account on. Anyways, I'm like just it's kind of cool. Like the pandemic's just made me get back into what I really want to be doing, and I've had more time.
Yeah, right.
And I love doing the shit like you guys do, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of fun, man.
And once you get a system in place, it's kind of like that was the whole thing for me. Was like, okay, I'm doing a podcast, then I did another one, then I'm like, well, wait, I got to do this on my Instagram, and then I want to do this, and then
it's actually a lot of work.
Hours just trying to figure it out, but now I'm like, okay, show done, boom, here, captions, done, repurpose, done, right?
It becomes very streamlined. Yeah.
See, I literally I'm like starting a checklist of like, like
that's it. You have to
shit to do. Like literally, like okay, check on Tuesday if the artist is still good for you know what I mean. And like this week, like okay, Wednesday, like okay, what am I doing? Make this post just to keep action or whatever, and like do this.
It's hard, man. It's a lot of fucking work.
Oh, for sure.
And when you're not getting paid, and like it's consistency lets people know that you're serious. Yeah, and hopefully the rewards. I mean, other than just talking to motherfuckers that you want to be talking to, you know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah.
But yeah, no. It's good though.
You guys on?
Hey,
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh,
I've been waiting.
Okay.
Oh, is that the call?
It's the call.
Oh, shit,
hey man, it's all good.
I just want to say,
that's all right though, and I appreciate you guys asked me 10 minutes ago if it was good. So.
I just all love. Two things I want to say are sorry that we were late. That's,
man,
that's on me, man.
That's
honestly
4G.
The last few weeks we've been late every fucking time, and it's basically because I'm just like, oh okay, like, oh, fucking get here and like, all right, let's do it.
Scramble.
Like, turn it on. So yeah, that's my fault. But I also want to say thank you very much for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it.
Everyone, no matter what, everybody that we interview is welcome to come back. But definitely, we have to have you come back because this quarantine shit.
Yeah.
It's so much better having you in the room and like shaking hands and shit like that.
And getting pictures and signing the table. Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Oh, you know what? You should take a screenshot.
We'll do it. And what's cool about this too is it's like a little intro, and then when I get there, I'll have some material that we can post beforehand. We can talk about that, and then I can bust some in there too.
Hey,
for sure, man. Okay.
That'd be tight.
Fucking right. Okay. Well, again, thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Gang. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, man.
Stay safe and stay
love,
safe,
man. Yeah,
you too, man.
Safe.
Thanks a lot. Respect.
Yeah.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace,
Later.
man. Yo, that was awesome.
It was so sick. You know what though? There's something that he said that earlier on that I was like, don't forget about this because I wanted to bring it up at the end.
Yeah.
And just mention it.
Yeah.
But I totally forget, so I'll have to rewatch it. And
There was a question.
Write it down.
I had a question for him, but we kind of moved past the realty talk by the time I had a chance. Cause no, it's not even you. He actually he himself went off into like hip hop talk.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm not going back to the realty talk. We're on hip hop. That's what we came
Train keeps
here to
rolling.
do.
But yeah, no, I'll watch it again just to because it was something that I wanted to bring up to him, but I also wanted to bring up like just in general.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it again and try and see what it was. But there was something that he said though earlier on that I was just like, yes, bring that back. So I'm actually just gonna hit up our boy.
Yeah, that's right. I might actually have to take a pit stop. You know what's crazy, man? I've been getting cramps in my like behind my knees.
I thought you were gonna say so, like in my balls or something.
No.
I'm like, I'm getting cramps in my balls.
No, like if anyone's like been watching me looking weird, like legit, man, I had a nasty one in my left leg not long ago, and I was trying to keep it together.
Oh, man.
But I was wanting to be like,
I can't stand like cramps like that. I would have gotten up and walked around the room.
But it's
like,
weird. Yeah, it's weird. Like I'm just sitting here, man. But yeah,
you need to drink more water.
just rare. Yeah, I guess some.
Next guest just to see if he's
All right,
ganging.
sick. My
What time
phone
is it?
9:20 after 9.
Hello? Is this you? This is me. Is this you? Good gang.
All right. I'm just
It
going
says it's on call, but
take this time to stretch legs and make a pit stop. Well, everyone will be
Intermission time, everybody.
yeah, F&A, cotton,
F&A.
You know what's funny actually? So one of my buddies sent me some shit.
I sent Goon the invite.
Some shit. Anyways, what was it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh shit, bro! I forgot. I saw this picture and I forgot. What were we talking about? Fucking Akon. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so my buddy sent me these pictures. It's so it's just little like tiny manila envelopes.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Is that the camera that's going live?
This one up here.
This one? I don't know. Looks like you could see it on the other one.
It's
But,
tough to
they're
see.
Just like little manila envelopes, but so it's like Pepper Joe's. There's Big Jim pepper seeds, Sepia Serpent pepper seeds, and Carolina Reaper pepper seeds. And I guess my buddy's gonna grow some peppers and shit.
Nice.
And so he was like, he showed me that, and I was like, man, that's crazy, right? Well, it was Pat. Pat was on the 420 episode, and so he said, hey, what's up, good? Sorry, man. Actually, I'm so glad you're here right now because I was just telling a story that's I gotta put a bug in your ear to tell the boys at Creep Squad.
What's up, you miserable fuckheads? You can hear me all good?
Yeah,
Yes,
fucking
sir.
right, gang.
Oh.
Everybody is goon in the house. So I was just telling a little bit of a story while we were waiting for you.
Story time.
But so my buddy sent me this picture. Oh, I just got your message too. What does it say? Let's read that first. Okay.
Is it important? I don't even remember.
It was you. No.
It could have been.
It
maybe.
was 2 Ks, not 3. So my buddy has this. Oh, actually, wait. You can probably see this better. There's the manila envelopes.
Okay.
And like so it's seeds, right? So it's Pepper Joe's. There's Big Jim pepper seeds, sepia serpent pepper seeds, and Carolina Reaper pepper seeds.
I have no idea what the first two fucking things you said were at all.
Me
but
neither.
The third one I recognize because of you and Zed, motherfuckers.
For sure.
Yeah.
The Big Jim's actually like kind of sweet. It's not that hot, but so my buddy showed me this picture and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna grow these peppers and shit, right? And he was on our 420 episode like last year, and so he Carolina Reaper. Oh yeah, so then he sent me this and like he's like he'll eat hot stuff, but like not crazy hot stuff anymore. Like he's had enough, and so he
got a few ulcers he's done.
for sure, yeah. So he's growing these peppers, right? I'm like, okay, obviously he's not growing these peppers for himself, right? So I was like, man, what we should do is we should make a fucking salsa out of it, and we should do our own salsa challenge, and this will be fucking 4G's fucking Salsa de la Muerte.
Challenge Creep Squad.
And,
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, you know? So yeah, actually, that's the plan.
I like the sound of that.
Although I'm not down for the challenge myself, I do got 2 guys in my team who I will, put forward from my roster. I'm going to coach them.
They're pretty much obligated at this point, right?
Yeah, they're obligated now, yeah.
They know I don't do the spice, so they do the challenges, and I'm like, all right, roll with it. I'll be the fucking salty coach, like fucking Mick over Rocky. Oh, you gotta eat that fucking Tostito, bro. Get it in, Rocky. Fustigate that fucking sauce, Rocky.
Fuck, man, you know what? Speaking of salty motherfucker, so the Salt Factory is torn down.
Yo, it's not actually torn down, but they boarded the motherfucker up. So on some real talk, like real hip hop shit right here, we did so much, I did so much corruption at the Salt Factory. I'm not going to put that on my boys. They were just hanging out there taking video and shit. But yeah, I did so much corruption at the Salt Factory, shooting that video and even just prepping for that. We got the video shot. It was like a week later, they boarded the bitch up. And it sucks, because I got some really awesome graffiti murals in there. It was a fun place to smash up, and we had flamethrowers in the bitch. Oh, we got flamethrowers.
That sounds like heroin.
Graffiti. We got breaking shit. It's gonna be a sick video coming soon.
Nice. We actually there was this Hanson Mohawk. It was called. There was a building in my town, and we used to go in there whenever we were kids and like party.
By the swinging bridge.
Well, yeah, no, by the like bridge that goes like to the fucking. Like the dam and shit. Like,
up top.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, so we used to go there. Sorry, I said party. We didn't party. We'd go there and like smoke cigarettes and like we'd like hide shit in the fridge and shit. But it was like a big factory.
Party.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, we used to go in there, and I remember we had like tagged the fuck out of it upstairs, downstairs, all around stairs, and fucking whenever you come across the bridge, there's like a corner that goes really sharp right away. And if you came from it either way, there was this one big fucking wall. They tore down like the outside wall, but the inside wall was still there, and there was this big big tag. Nice. It was my buddy's name. Boom, and it was all like fucking like you couldn't really read it. Like if you knew like fucking tag or whatever.
You gotta
graffiti
be able to,
writing.
graffiti artists to read half of those.
But still,
tags,
so it just said my buddy's name, and the thing is it's like they just did that one part, and then they left it for like a week or something, or maybe even more, and it was just like his name right there. That's all you could see. It was hilarious.
That's beautiful. Just on blast suddenly, yeah.
But
beautiful.
No, I was gonna say without the Salt Factory, like fuck, where do you fucking go now?
Well, you're doing down low, right? I'm not trying to tell nobody right now, but we did find a new Salt Factory. I was sitting around one night, just doing my regular goonist thing. I found a new Salt Factory, and so we're still kind of like plotting and scheming with this place. It doesn't seem like a heat bag place yet, so while we're in the process of releasing the Salt Factory, we might be shooting another video. And if we don't shoot one there, we're gonna be shooting another video somewhere anyway, right? Like we always got plots and schemes. It doesn't always take an abandoned building to make a good video. But honestly, that's kind of half of the idea behind the video of the Salt Factory. I found a place. It was so blessed to just have a dope spot in the winter that's like windproof. I'm not getting cold as fuck. I can blast my music, get highly medicated, do some painting, do whatever the fuck I want. After visiting the place like 4 or 5 times and having no problems, I'm on the phone with the boys. Like, it's a second home to me now, guys. You gotta come check it out. The Salt Factory's lit. I had motherfuckers in there finding phones that weren't broken, weren't locked. And I'm like, yo, that was definitely like a fucking burner phone or a
no doubt.
Yeah.
Brand new iPhones in the Salt Factory, though, you can't complain.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Until they trace it to some fucking crime.
I just gotta say, man, fucking, I love their fucking t-shirt. Open it up. Open up.
I was gonna say I love the outer shirt.
Yeah. What's the outer shirt? Is it flowers?
I don't know what kind of Pokemon it is, but I know it's a Pokemon.
It's a fucking
I don't know.
It's the evolved
Ghastly?
form of Ghastly. It's fucking.
I got the Ghastly motherfucker.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's right. Fuck.
And I don't know the other one.
But what is it? I wouldn't even know. Ghastly.
For those who don't know,
I want to call it Grimly.
I did a mini series called Pokemon Goon. Okay,
I did.
It was just me and Living Zed Productions walking around at night and me doing my regular Goonis thing. And he was just hanging out and shit. But I'm like, yo, we should shoot some video. It became a mini series. And now I'm kind of playing into it a bit. I'm the best dressed fucking gym leader walking around here nights in Grimy Town.
Yo, my dude.
What's up, bro?
Man, my buddy has a fucking...
check out Pokemon Goon.
My buddy has a... Yeah, we aired... Remember, I think it was when you were here, we aired a Pokemon Goon episode.
Yeah. Or at least an intro.
Right.
I don't think it was a full episode.
But one of my buddies, man, he has like... It's like hacked or whatever, or like some... Whatever, you know? Some kind of like computer...
the spoofed accounts.
So he can like... Yeah. He can go wherever in the world by sitting at his house. So he can like travel anywhere and just be like, oh, I'm here. Oh, really? And like go get rare Pokemon and shit. So he's just like boss fucking Pokemon.
So he can travel like on his
anywhere.
phone.
Yeah. So like instead of him like actually moving around, so it's like, I think it's like maybe a VPN thing or something like that.
It would have
but you know what
that's
you could also
crazy
do
though.
with that like spoofed account though? Here's something you could also do with that. You can get to like level 35, 40 and just lose all your shit too. That's another feature it has. You can ask the homie Living Zed Productions. He got to like level 35, 40, and because he was spoofing to like different areas, they shut him down. Everything he earned, all the hours he put in. Sure, he wasn't actually walking around. He was spoofing like a motherfucker, but that's still like, 300 hours.
Well, that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Hey man, they're doing that with like Xbox games and shit too, you know, like GTA players that like hack for money, they just get banned completely, like that account's froze or whatever. Shit like that. They're like, it's crazy how on top they are with that kind of shit.
This weed's called Bananas and Blow.
What?
Man.
Bananas and Blow.
Bananas
look
and
at
Blow.
The package, man. It's like, it looks like Vice City or like,
it does
Miami
look like Vice City,
like,
100%.
Got an 80s like Miami theme to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's like some guy somewhere that invented that bag that's wearing like an opened white button up and like some kind of floral shorts.
Oh man, I can't get enough of that
gold chain.
So good. Yo, if we're being real for a second though, GTA Vice City, probably my favorite.
Classic.
Yeah.
I remember this one time playing Vice City whenever I was younger, and I remember eating mushrooms.
Classic as well.
And we were
classic.
Passing the controller around. Classic as well. But yeah, we're passing the controller around, and it was okay, it's your turn. Okay, it's your turn. Okay, here you go, it's your turn. And so we're playing the game, and it ended up, man, like literally, you know, you'd cross like bridge to bridge because like the two islands. Right?
Yeah.
So you cross like bridge to bridge, and there was the two bridges.
Yeah.
So you cross the bridge, but whenever you cross the bridge, it would be like, it would show like this.
Yeah.
And it'd be like Vice City, and it would stop for a second, like load, and then it would go to like you driving across the bridge, right? So we were tripping out, right? And so it would show like this on the screen, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so then we'd sit there and look at it and look like the trees were moving and stuff. Yeah. So we just took turns driving before they crossed the bridge. So it's like, here, it's your turn. I'm sick of it. Your turn. So we just sit there and stare at it. Whoa.
Back in the day when the PS2 couldn't actually load a whole fucking map, so it just loaded islands.
Yeah.
Loading screen in between. That takes me back.
Oh man, I think up until after maybe even fucking GTA 4, they would always have something wrong with the bridges in the game because you couldn't cross it. You'd have to work your way up to unlocking it, you know? Fuck,
that
man.
constant thing. How many times did each of us try in Grand Theft Auto 3 to make it over? Team?
Yeah.
The fucking, you just couldn't make it over the barrier. No matter how hard you tried. There was an invisible wall. You could kill the whole SWAT team.
Yeah.
The shit, but you're still not making it.
Yeah, that's right. Man,
Shit, I'm sweating.
Funny times, man. Great times.
Exactly.
We need to get the fan down. We're going to have to get the fan down here again this summer.
Yeah, man. There's some water there too if you need
Especially if we're getting the fucking dab sweats on.
There's too many lights.
Oh man, Goon, I wish you were actually here in the studio. I got some of this right here.
Yeah.
It's
that ooey gooey.
Pharaoh hash rosin.
Well, maybe I can't hit that, but I can definitely hit a dab with you guys.
Yeah, we can
do
that.
Me, I always got the fucking medication on deck.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about doing video games and mushrooms, it's story time with Uncle Goonsy real quick.
Let's get it, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get it.
Back in the day, still living with my parents. This is when young goon. I'm like 18, 19. Okay.
Yeah.
I got the original Xbox, the old black fucking giant phone book fucking brick.
Yeah, yeah. Had the axe on it. Fucking green in the middle. Yeah, yeah.
Now you remember the menu, right? The green menu, the GUI. It had no sound, right? It was just a quiet menu with the clicks.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hear me out. Back in the day, I was I was a hip hop head even as a young goon. So I had this giant subwoofer, crazy speakers that I hooked up, right?
Okay.
I don't know why. I think I was listening to music before I turned on my Xbox that night, all right? And my shit was at fucking just pinned all the way.
Yeah.
When I hit the menu, I'm just like starting to peek on mushrooms too. I think I was going to watch a movie, right? But as it hits the menu, I start hearing voices. Check it out. You can look up YouTube videos. People still theorize what the fucking sound was. You had to maximize your volume, but there was a background sound in the fucking menu of the original Xbox that sounded like it was picking up radio transmissions.
No.
Oh, dude, I know about yes. I know. I've heard this. I fucking checked that out.
Fucked me up. I found that before there was even YouTube boys. I was like, what the fuck is
That's
this?
Crazy,
man.
Yeah, that was like original Xbox shit.
Tripping on mushrooms, that would be a fucking experience.
I'm trying to figure out what these motherfuckers are saying coming out of my fucking speaker system. Like, I know I'm not losing it, you know, but this is fucking weird though. Tinfoil hat fucking real quick.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm gonna get some of this fucking hash rosin.
Yeah. What did we
the original Xbox. That's when I used to play San Andreas with my fucking subwoofer pinned all the way. Just fucking great soundtrack.
Yeah, man. You know. Yeah, San Andreas was never forget playing that for the first time, you know, just like blowing the fuck away.
Another classic.
Yeah, absolute classic. Absolute classic.
You know, I don't find like much time for video games nowadays. I just finished GTA 5 like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Finally finished it. I thought it was kind of weird, you know, it was fun. It was a really cinematic experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the first.
It wasn't like the old ones
I played.
Yeah,
man. It felt different.
Yeah, the other ones were genuinely really hard to beat. Like I never beat GTA 3, but I beat fucking Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4, and so on. But yeah, man, they were always hard. But the fifth one was easy. What ending did you choose?
I killed the dude.
Yeah. That's
I killed dude.
Yeah.
Did you?
I forget what he did. Didn't he snitched or something? Didn't he? He crossed a line. He crossed some line. It was he had to go. He had to go, bro. But yeah, you know, it's funny how video games they hold your hand nowadays. Like it's amazing how every video game I could beat it. You know, your grandmother could beat it. Your nephew could beat it.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like
I come from an age of like 3 lives, no retries, bro. That's how it was back in the day.
Man, one of the hardest games that I beat was True Crime Streets of LA. Like I got to the end of that shit, man, and probably played it like 50 fucking times over before I beat it. That's a fucking game. But
and the first True Crime too, when you could play as Method Man and
Streets of New York,
so much to unlock that shit because those are brutal games.
Yeah, man, exactly. Yeah.
That was another thing that changed about games too. Like I don't even play games that
now
much.
It's like you get to that boss fight, it's like press X, press circle.
Yeah, it tells you on the screen what to do. Yeah, it's just like you're watching a movie essentially, and you just have to interact at certain points.
You're so focused on that cinematic experience.
Exactly.
That, you know, it's literally press X to kill the main boss. And that happened in God of War 3.
Oh,
and I was like, what the fuck happened to God of War? This used to be such a great fucking battle game, and now you're holding my hand to the point where there's not even a challenge near the end of the game. I don't feel any sense of accomplishment anymore.
Yeah, it takes away from that, right? You gotta die at least fucking 5 times in the final boss fight, right?
You gotta want to throw your TV out the window.
You can't just walk into that shit and whoop it. You'd be like, all right, that was too easy. Like, it's like it leaves you with like an easy feeling or like an empty feeling almost, you know? Yeah,
I've broken controllers over the rage I've felt from challenging games. You know, and you regret spending the $50 after. But when you beat that fucking level, though, man, you feel like it's a boss. Cheers, boys.
Hey, cheers, goons.
Cheers, man.
You miserable fuckheads. You
that fucking Pharaoh hash rosin in India. What are you smoking on, Goon? Well, tell us when you're done, obviously.
Blueberry. I think it's a blueberry extract.
Nice.
It's a BB King. Yeah.
Fuck.
I've been smoking it for so long now, I forgot what it was for a minute, motherfucker.
What was that company you guys had sponsoring you for a little bit? The gorilla shit?
We had Pando extracts, and we also had King Kong. And
that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
As far as I know, one of the businesses, King Kong, is like coming back or doing their thing again, whatever. So that's cool. Pando kind of dried up on us, and yeah.
Pando or Panda?
It was Pando Express. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was one of my boys from Richmond. You might hear me like every so often on a song. I'll shout out the Richmond boys.
Rich what?
The Richmond boys.
Rich what? Richmond?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's from
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter, yeah. Is it good or you want to hit it again?
I think it's good. There might be some more. I don't know.
See what happens.
So, hey, yo, speaking of the Salt Factory, I waited long enough and I was friendly enough. I gotta pull your card, Styles. I gotta pull your card a little bit.
He's going for it.
Just getting pulled a little bit here. I sent this motherfucker an exclusive track to drop here on the 4G Audio podcast like 3 weeks ago. And this guy, for like two episodes, he's like, yo, yeah, that's dope, bro. I'm gonna play that shit.
We did play it,
so high on his
we played his other song. You played the other song.
Yeah.
And whenever we played the other song, it was the song that came out that day. And but Salt Factory is exclusive. It hasn't been out yet.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
I remember. So wait. I do remember one of the first ones that you sent. It was like
it was on the day that we were doing videos or songs,
right?
And we didn't get to it or something.
No, I think we did. I remember trying to play one, but it was like a OneDrive file that I couldn't access at the time.
True.
I remember
you know
it.
what? That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The first time it was on technology. The second 2 times was on Styles' ridiculous habit of getting violently high on just copious amounts of THC. I don't blame you.
That's me.
He doesn't get violent when he's high. He just gets violently high.
Yeah.
But the high is violent.
Yeah. I'm actually getting dabbed, so it's hardcore right
now. It is. Oh, man.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, the guy who makes that who grows the weed or whatever.
Get my lungs back here.
The bananas and blow is the guy who makes the hash rosin, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Same guy.
It's that guy with the face, the one.
Yeah, I'm good on that, man.
Pharaoh. Well, go ahead.
Oh.
Shit. Yeah.
So what about you guys? I know your sponsor was like closed up shop for a minute there. Are they doing things again, or are they still just like waiting for the whole shutdown to lift?
I don't think so. I haven't heard from them.
Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, it's good news to hear some restrictions are being lifted finally, and people are saying, get ready for things to, get back in.
Hey, I'm back to work, so. But I work outside, so that's a different. I don't know about people that work inside. It might be a bit longer, but yeah. I guess they are trying to get things opened again.
Never mind.
No.
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 We'll talk about it later.
Are you gonna do a rant?
No, we'll talk about it later.
You sure? Yeah. I didn't mean to fucking cut you off.
No, I was gonna cut you off, and it wasn't.
Go for it.
We'll talk about it later.
All right. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Styles, what are you wearing tonight? That looks like a pretty dope shirt there too.
Oh, actually, I'm wearing you
got some crazy color going on too.
It's not just a Tupac shirt.
Oh, it's a Warhol Tupac shirt.
It's a Poetic Justice.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's a Poetic Justice Warhol Tupac shirt.
What's that?
Who fucks with that?
Well, it's the Warhol is the painting, so he's a Poetic Justice Warhol. Yeah. I can't even say it.
But you know what's funny is my brother noticed that earlier. He's like, "Man, that's sweet," and I was like, "Oh yeah, thanks." He's like, "It's Poetic Justice too." I was like, "Yes, thank you." Yeah. I said that to somebody one day, and they're like, "What's that?" And I was like, "No." It was such a good movie.
Go the fuck back to school.
Yeah, but yeah, seriously, go check out that movie if you haven't already.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Fucking right. But yeah, so
are we
actually, you know what?
Song? Are we gonna listen to the song?
Should we try and listen to the song? Or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. First time ever in its entirety.
See if you can pull it up anyway.
Is it in our email?
Oh yeah. Did you?
Should be.
It should be.
We got something.
I sent it again after it didn't work the first time. I know I sent it again.
Okay, my phone's dead, so I can't.
What's that audio glitch that's going on?
Why you're here?
You guys get that too?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
Wait,
it was happening on the live earlier when I was watching it too.
Oh yeah,
really?
And you were talking to the homie. Yeah, it would just every so often there's a little it's a weird audio glitch.
Like
it's
a chirp?
high pitch, almost like a chirp. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we were getting that before.
That's like OG shit for us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I think I know what that is. I think I know what that is. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to change my sample rate to a higher sample rate. Right. So yeah, if the audio is all fucky for people, I'm sorry. Yes, that's my bad. That's my bad. I have so much to fucking figure out.
No man, fuck that's hey man. Seriously, as long as they can hear us, that's fine.
Okay, so Sideways is the track that I played last time, right?
Yeah.
So that's not the one we're talking about.
Salt Factory, is that what it's actually called? Or am I mistaken?
Yeah, should be in the same email.
Okay. Oh, in the same email.
It's only got one.
Can you search his email maybe?
Fuck, I mean, I got my computer right here. I can always just send it through too. While we're sitting here ranting about it.
Fuck, he's smoking cigarettes. Makes me want a cigarette. Fuck.
I'm trying to quit, bro. I'm trying.
Yeah. Smoking those XLs still or what?
I gotta cop me some fucking e-juice. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm not smoking the XOs anymore because they fucking took my XOs away from me, and now you can only get king size, which is complete shit.
Word. Yo,
just another screw job from the government. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what's your what kind of e-juice do you smoke, like flavor wise? Like, are you more like a dessert or like candy?
Yeah, I like my desserts. Usually it'll be like a strawberry something because I like strawberry, but like strawberry and cream.
Yo, my buddy, he makes his own e-juice and shit. It's called like Smash Hits, I think. Okay. And it's there's one that's like really famous. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Biscotti.
Okay.
Or something like that. But everybody, like so many people, like it's just like it sells.
Sounded like it.
It's good. Is that the track? Yeah,
it is.
Don't.
All right, could you hear that, Goon, when I played that?
Hook me up with some juice. Yeah, I actually could.
Yeah, I got you, man. I'll see what's up.
All right, so I'm gonna play this right now.
Fucking faggots. Cunts.
All right, this is the Salt Factory.
Motherfuckers.
By Goon.
I'm gonna take them to the Salt
Factory. Turn that motherfucker up.
Parental advisory.
Battery. This is Salt Factory. Bags and faggotry. This is Salt Factory. Goof bags, goose bakery. In the Salt Factory. Everything that angers me in the Salt Factory. This song's been in the works for a few years. You fuckers wanna know what really grinds my gears? Always day one switching up.
No, it started out clean, but then they got
fucking quiet. Never really sincere. Talk real.
Sounds good on this end.
Gone back to these bitches are lame. Turn their name out the game. Another tirade, reputation inflamed. Stay in your fucking lane before I scream your fucking face. Trying to act tough when it's confirmed you called Jake. These telephone tough guys are a fucking disgrace to the house of hip hop. I'm here to clean the place. I'll make these fags disappear without a trace. Taking out the trash, but not to the curb. I'll drag them to my factory, stash in the birds. Loud machinery, so they screams unheard. As I turn them into salt, I get the final word. Assault and battery. This is Salt Factory. Bags and faggotry. This is Salt Factory. Goof bags, goose bakery. In the Salt Factory. Everything that angers me in the Salt Factory. Assault and battery. This is Salt Factory. Bags and faggotry. This is Salt Factory. Goof bags, goose bakery. In the Salt Factory. Everything that angers me in the Salt Factory. In this game, so many decoys. All these time wasters. So many fuckboys. Stupid basic bitches. Straight up fuckboys. Circle jerk rappers just making lots of loud noise. Never saying anything real at all. Might as well have little posters on your wall.
I feel like that's
UOD, I hear the news. Laugh and hit my bong. Little Pete made shitty music and I'm glad he's dead. When I said that shit, man, people got upset. My inbox flowed up with hate and threats. Over 500 comments on my wall. Shit, I've always been straight up, outspoken and blunt. I watch a new video, I want my time back, it sucks. You and all your fakey friends dressed up like cunts. I say dressed in all black, salty as fuck. Assault and battery, this is Salt Factory. Bags and faggotry, this is Salt Factory. Goof bags, goose bakery, in the Salt Factory. Everything that angers me in the Salt Factory. Assault and battery, this is Salt Factory. Bags and faggotry, this is Salt Factory. Goof bags, goose bakery, in the Salt Factory. Everything that angers me in the Salt
Hey.
So listen, funny story about the
no, I don't want to hear it. Cut him off. Cut him off. It's over. It's over.
Friends off, Goon.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. I'm totally joking. I don't take any offense to it.
So, you know, for one, the little peep line, just for some context, you know.
I get.
When I made that comment, all right, my Facebook, it blew up. It was maybe an hour after dude died.
Comments on your wall.
One comment, I mean, one fucking sentence, and all this hate, all this fucking. I had rappers in Ottawa legit driving to other people's workplaces and fighting other rappers just because of what I said. Yo, your man's fucked up. Yo, I think Goon, speaks his mind. No, fuck you. I'm coming to your place, and people are like legit throwing hands over what I said suddenly.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Here's my defense, just to be clear real quick. I got a funny story after, but like, look. Little Pete, man, I got nothing against the guy, but I did disrespect him a lot for the simple fact that, man, I watch kids like 17, 18 who would have never, ever thought about drinking lean and doing all that kind of crazy shit. They'd listen to Little Peep and they'd be like, yo, fucking, I want to drink some lean. I want to try this. I want to try that and all this fucked up shit. So I'm watching him, not only promote a self-destructive behavior, but really have a negative effect on like the youth that he was fucking talking to. So, I stand by the comment. He made shitty music, in my opinion, and I'm glad he's dead, straight up. But the last time I mean,
that's a pretty harsh fucking stance to take. I mean, I respect the fact you don't like his music, and that's one stance to take, but to say you're glad he's dead, man, that's fucked. I'm just going to say it. That's fucked.
I'm an outspoken motherfucker.
I know, you do you, bro. I'm just saying.
The last show I did, I performed the Salt Factory. It was like maybe the second or third time I ever performed it, right?
Yeah.
It was about an hour after. My girl was telling me, she's like, so listen, I was in the crowd and I was right next to these two girls who like, they're listening to you. No, she said she was next to two girls. I don't think you could pass for a girl, Styles. But so my girl was telling me, she's like, these two ladies, they were like really like into your music. They were listening. And then as soon as you said Little Peep, they got really, really excited. Like, oh, he's gonna, and then I'm glad he's dead. And then they were just like, they lost their minds and they turned around and walked away. Oh, that's why I'm here. I set him up and I knocked him down. My music wasn't made for those kind of basic pitches.
That's all right. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. I get it though. I don't fully agree with what he was about exactly, but I do enjoy his music.
Yeah, I think we discussed this on the podcast before too. It's like, I respect your choice of music, and if you can vibe out to dude's music, that's great. I just hope you don't fucking drink a bunch of poison and fuck up your heart or kidneys or something because of dude. And I watched that like almost happen to a bunch of kids. So,
yo, did you hear about?
I remember you saying
about Young Thug. Young Thug apparently was like fucking. He was like in his mansion or whatever. I'm assuming mansion.
Recently,
they said house, but yeah, like
I'm assuming mansion.
Recently, recently, but he was in his spot and like I guess he like could like barely move and shit, and he like I guess got to the phone and like got help or whatever.
Yeah,
but he went to the hospital and like I forget what they said at the first hospital, but I guess like it wasn't good. I guess
he died for a bit.
Well, yeah, he said he like died for a bit, and then he like because he was doing like some like live like set or something, right? And he was explaining this.
Yeah.
So I guess he like died for a bit. He said, but he like then they took him to another hospital, and that hospital was like, yo, you like kidneys and liver and shit, like shut the fuck down.
Really?
And, like you're fucked. So then they like helped him. I guess he's like better-ish, but yeah, like no, and that's what they said. It was from lean. They're like, yeah, hopefully, like takes care of himself and shit, right? Like,
yeah. Lil Wayne too, right? He was
like mad seizures and shit. Yeah, like, I think he still has seizures from that.
Crazy.
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
But at least he got right, and at least he talks about the dark side of it on his music too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fucking hold your head up, Lil Wayne. Hold your head up, fucking Young Thug, because at least you talk about the dark side of it too on some real shit. You know what I mean? Well, I wouldn't be saying that shit about Lil Wayne. I wouldn't be saying that shit about Young Thug. Fucking rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Rest in peace. I mean, we've almost lost a lot of rappers to this shit.
True,
and we
man.
have lost a lot of rappers.
Yeah, man.
Even destructive lifestyle.
Yeah, man. Eminem being one of them,
I'm not even gonna lie, man. like back in the day, Eminem, or not Eminem, sorry, back in the day, Lil Wayne shit, I was like fucking ready to fucking do some lean and shit, right? Like I was like, yeah.
Pretty well reason why I started smoking dope.
Let's get it, you know? Like I want to do some fucking lean and shit, right? Like I don't even know what it is and I want to try it. Yeah. And then fucking, I remember it was, well, I mean, obviously never did it right, but then it was like years later I found, there was that song, The Other Side or Outside or something from
Macklemore. Other Side remix Chili Peppers.
Right in that song.
His homie.
He says, he talks about Lil Wayne. He says, he talks about Lil Wayne, like drinking lean and shit. And he says, like, it's not imperative to being an artist or whatever, you know, or maybe not imperative. He says another word, but he basically says, like, it's
doesn't make you like, an artist.
He says conducive or whatever, but he's like, yeah, basically like it's not gonna like do anything for you.
Yeah.
And like so then but then he says something about Lil Wayne doing it and he's like, but he's an alien. He's like because he always says I'm an alien.
Reference
so he's
one
like,
of his references.
Yeah, so he's like he's an alien. Or he might even say Martian. He's like and I'm just in my basement playing PlayStation or something like that. And like It hit me because I was like, whoa, bro, like, I could have been like that dude, right? Like, I could have been like a fucking statistic or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, yeah, I want to fucking try. But then also, once I found out about it, I'm like, it's basically like heroin in a fucking, like, sugar syrup. Like,
basically, and people just mix it with pop.
I
And
shouldn't say heroin, but it's like opiate type shit, right?
Yeah,
that shit's legit poison, man.
Man.
Never
Like,
tried
like, stop breathing because
will.
it suppresses your breathing and shit, right?
Yeah.
Is for, like, colds or whatever, but... you could just like literally stop breathing. It's that strong.
Yeah,
People pouring up like 4 ounces and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what does it, eh? Everyone, it just makes them basically fall asleep, stop breathing.
One of my buddies.
I'll never forget back in like 2008 that one interview with Lil Wayne when he just looked and he's like, you know, they asked him, so why'd you stop? My doctor told me I was gonna die. Straight up. Like he was just so blunt about it. I was like, yo, respect. Yeah. At least you learned. At least you're still here, motherfucker. You know,
True.
If you're found in your hotel room seizuring, you know, like fuck, time to call her quits. I suppose.
I actually gotta fucking say this.
I guess that not everyone's Nikki Sixx.
I've watched people seizure out, man, and it's one of the scariest fucking sights in the world, man.
Some fucking kid, 17-year-old kid, was playing video games.
Oh yeah, I heard this.
So he was playing video games and he fucking started seizuring.
How old, sir?
And 17. And the funny thing is, they say that this person saved his life, but they also said that when his parents went to check on him, he was like awake and disoriented. So I'm like, obviously he would have survived anyways.
Yeah.
But still, fact remains that like he could have actually died from it. But so he was playing a video game with somebody, talking to them. He was in like the UK somewhere, and the person was in like Texas or some shit, like in the States. And they fucking, I guess, like, he wasn't talking anymore, and they could hear him, like, breathing and shit, and, like, making
They looked up his shit?
And
That's
so
crazy.
they fucking, I guess this chick somehow knew his address, which is kind of weird now that I think about it, but called up, like, the funny thing is I saw 2 articles about it, and then I went and, like, Googled it, and then, like, read on the BBC.
Yeah.
But, so then, chick called up the cops. She's like 20 or some shit. She called up the cops in the UK.
Yeah.
She called up the cops in the UK and fucking said, this is what's going on. He lives at this address and blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
So the parents are sitting downstairs watching TV and they see like 2 cops roll up in like an ambulance and shit. And they're like, oh, there must be something going on in the neighborhood. Well, everyone runs up to the door. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we got a call saying there's like an unresponsive person. Like, we didn't call the cops or anything. They're like, oh, shit. Better go check on our kids. So they went upstairs and the kid was like all disoriented or whatever, right? So like I said, obviously he like survived on his own or whatever.
Yeah, but
still at the same time you can like swallow your tongue and shit and like you can like whatever, right?
Man,
but she said it sounded like he was like choking and crying at the same time.
Yeah,
so she was like, oh fuck,
that's crazy,
right?
Man. The crazy thing is, man, is video games can cause seizures, man. It's like I guess it's only for epileptics, really. He probably found out he was an epileptic. If I said it wrong, but yeah, man, it's true. Like I even feel it sometimes in the one fucking game I play, the chicanes on the side, Formula 1.
Oh yeah.
Because they're white and red, and you come past them so fast, and they like flicker, man. So when I do that, man, sometimes I'm like, whoa. Like sitting a little too close, maybe, or like you can feel it, man. In some games, it's actually kind of crazy. Those games will usually games actually have warnings now. Yeah, probably sitting too far, but sure.
I want to know. Excuse me. I want to know what that fucking conversation went like at the door. Because like, hear me out. You know, cop knock. We didn't call the fucking cops. No, it was Gamer Girl 209 Call of Duty lobby,
right?
Calling about your like what the fuck?
That's actually like good on her, man. That's actually crazy shit.
Yeah, in one sense, it's like that. It's like good could be done of it, but also like that, like Stas said, it's kind of creepy. Like, how do you know all this information? Because that's not
how you get
like,
information.
Well, who knows?
Fast?
Yeah, maybe she thought quick. So like, I don't know, on PlayStation, I know for a fact you can like go to their profile,
right?
And depending on their settings, you could see their full name and what country they're from, but no address or whatever.
Right.
But so you could see their name.
Yeah.
So if she got his name,
and maybe like a
hit up
city
Facebook real
like,
quick, hit up that name.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? See where he is. Maybe fucking.
That is true though. I mean, like let's say for argument's sake, that
goes
kid
back to that
didn't...
fucking cat fucking documentary, bro, and they like, you know.
Oh yeah.
The internet.
What people can do on the internet, yeah.
This episode brought to you by Goon Smokes, because
fuck you.
Yeah.
Warning.
That's
warning.
Hilarious.
Skeletons.
It's a goon piece right here.
That's right.
That's a Goon original. This is a Goon original. You can't buy that one, but you could buy this one. Yeah. Sold for like $12. Guys, come on.
That's actually fucking impressive.
Now, all jokes aside, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for always supporting a crazy, underground, shit-talking, clinically insane, fucking I'm glad little Peep is dead saying motherfuckers. You guys stick your ass out on the limb. Anybody who supports me, I know you guys stick your ass out on the fucking limb for me.
We haven't got any heat yet, so
no, not yet. But wait for it. It's coming.
You're safe for now.
You speak what you feel, bro. That's respect right there.
We provide the platform, and you talk your shit.
Yeah. You know, I've had people like Ruckus tell me, you know, I heard this guy, he was talking shit about me and my music. Yeah, why? Like, oh, well, because he knows I fuck with you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just be like, yo, I told you like 5 years ago that was gonna happen. People fucking hate me. It's a love or hate thing. There's no in between with Goon. You fucking love me or you hate me. I got just as many, if not more, haters than I do people who love and support me. But they motivate me, and I don't mind that.
They're all fans.
Fair warning. That's it. You know.
Yeah, they're all fans at the end of the day.
Fans in denial. That's
it. Jealous.
Yeah, you call them haters. I call them fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, fans in denial, man. That's all it is. It's funny too because like if you follow, like I don't really keep up with my Facebook or my fucking Instagram and shit, but when I do check into it, I notice something, right? Like on Facebook, you got a fan page, an artist page, whatever. You can see like, okay, I got like fucking 500 likes on this page, but only like I have like 500 followers, but only 400 likes. That's 100 motherfuckers who want to see what you're doing, but they don't like you. They don't support you.
Yeah.
They don't want to share your shit. They just want to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's a hater count. I love being able to see the hater count on Facebook because you can't actually see that on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the hater count.
That's hilarious.
I like that.
It's true, though.
Just got to do the math a little bit.
Yeah. You just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's it. Like the Creep Squad page is at least 1/10 haters. We got like at least 1,000 and at least 100 people on there follow the page but don't like it. That's a hater count right there. I love it.
Yeah.
Or they just don't know how.
or they're just dumb.
I don't know how.
One or the other.
Sometimes they just can't figure it out.
That's the percentage of fan base that's just too dumb to use Facebook.
Yeah. I'm out of here on Facebook. I left.
It's still all love if you don't know how to use Facebook. I'm still just learning this shit myself.
I left.
Yeah, I don't use Facebook too much, that's for sure.
I have this analogy. It's like the same thing for shows. I show up, I fuck shit up, I leave. You know, Facebook. I jump on, I post a video or a picture or something, I leave. I don't spend all day on Facebook. I got shit to create over here. You know.
Yeah. And that's a true artist right there.
Fucking right.
The rest of that just post shit and stay on Facebook all day and shit. You know, they're just looking for the likes and the attention and all that shit. You know.
Yeah, like if you post a video and you're checking back every half an hour just to see how many fucking likes you got, man, you could have made a fucking another video in that time, asshole. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Better uses of your time, you know?
It's so true, man.
Fucking right. I'm gonna roll up another fucking baton.
Once a day, hear me out. Once a day, I'll scroll Facebook. It's usually in the morning when I have my coffee. I'll check my memories. I'll go down memory lane. Right? Maybe I'll share a memory. You do the same thing.
Oh, right? Yeah.
And I'll scroll. And I'll usually scroll for about 2 to 4 minutes before I see something that makes me lose faith in humanity.
It's so true, bro. Yeah.
And I begin to think that there's more of a bigger percentage of people who are just like meat with eyes. And then I just go, okay, I lost my faith in humanity. I'm done with the internet for today.
Yeah.
Put some music on, maybe do some writing, work out, paint a canvas, do something productive. Fuck. Social media is a tool. It's not, you're not supposed to live here,
That's for sure.
It's the trailer park of the internet. Facebook.
Oh, you could look at it like the trailer park of the internet, as my man Styles does. Kind of like that analogy.
Yeah,
that's what Facebook is, anyways.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Huge blunt.
Yeah, what's that rolled out of?
Getting it in. This is just a regular raw paper, but we got some Gorilla Glue number 4.
Gorilla Glue, yeah, nice.
Making it happen.
That was in the backwood earlier.
That was in the backwood earlier.
Nice, yeah, that was some fucking good stuff.
Yeah, shout out to fucking Perp Nerp Terps for hooking it up.
If we're gonna do it like that,
Perp Nerp's a fucking pimp.
Your great Uncle Goonsy's gonna do a hero dab.
Oh, let's get it. You know what? I checked to see if I
don't get to use that often.
I checked to see if I had some shatter or the live resin that I had, because that's I can do bigger dabs of that. This I don't want to do big dabs of. But yeah, no, I don't. So it's on you. Let's see the hero dab.
You sounded so sad when you said that, Styles. Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, well, I am. I remember, you know what though? I remember. I don't know if it was whenever I was on your podcast or not, but I was hanging out with you guys anyways, and I did a dab, and fucking, I remember Ruckus is like, "Yo, he's like, Styles is over here doing planets."
yeah.
I was like, what? I'm like, I'm just doing a dab, bro.
Well, it's a gauging system. I'm proud to have started that because, I started calling them hero dabs when I would do like this extra big dab.
Yeah.
And we kind of evolved from hero dabs to monster dabs. One day I was like, yo, that's not even a hero dab. That's like some fucking Lovecraftian monster. It's like fucking Cthulhu on the pick, So Monster Dabs was born. And then we had to, fucking Rocky Promotions. I gotta say, shout out to Rocky Promotions for always wanting to challenge a motherfucker, always wanting to one up everybody, especially with dabs. So he was taking these things that were just so big and round that I started calling them small planets. And we went from small planets to medium planets to big planets.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anywhere to go after like you're smoking a giant fucking planet. It's
man. You guys just gotta name them. I guess the biggest one would be Jupiter. Yeah.
Yeah.
A Jupiter dab.
Right
yeah.
Alpha Centauri 4269.
Yo, man. One time
is that a star?
No, I think it's a planet.
It's a planet.
The numbers I kind of just made up, but
the new Earth.
Yeah, it's we think it's habitable.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
See, I'm not just bullshitting. It's
no, you're not.
Bullshit, half real.
Yeah,
again.
You gotta pick through Goon's fucking corruption.
Well, when you said the name, I definitely heard that before. Maybe not the numbers, but the Alpha Centauri or whatever.
Yeah.
And
so I pulled that from the memory bank.
Yeah.
Well, it's a star though, right? Alpha Centauri.
I don't know.
That's why I said star. I thought it was.
It's a habitable planet.
I heard about another habitable
Pretty sure Alpha
planet.
Centauri is a star.
Google
Just gonna say it.
Okay, I might be fucked up.
But a planet, but the habitable planet though. That's what I was gonna say, man. Yeah, like I was saying, I asked about the star because I thought it.
So like the Alpha Centauri system is. Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
I'm just gonna it's the closest star system to our. So.
But what's the new planet? There's like a planet that they found that
is habitable like Earth, right?
They're calling it the new Earth.
Yeah, that's right, and that's what Goon's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, dude, like although I can't remember the name, the Hubble telescope has seen at least like 4 or 5 different solar systems that like harbor potentially fucking habitable planets. There's just one that we talk about the most, and I forget the name, but we talk about it the most because it's the closest, most possibly habitable planet for humans, anyway. Right. So yeah, that's might be the new Earth, fucking
right. That'd be pretty cool.
Plan B, if you want to call it that.
Plan B, yeah. Yeah.
It's so far away though.
I knew a girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's like light years away.
Yeah,
it's like
it's a different
star system. Yeah, it's a completely different.
Out of the Milky Way into a different.
Get there though.
Yo, did you guys see though?
What?
The Pentagon released.
The UFO footage.
The UFO footage.
Of what?
UFOs.
I mean, like
of like a flying saucer.
Was it specific? Okay.
Yeah, like so these like pilots. Yeah.
Okay, wait. So one thing I have to say is, did you know? And you can keep going, but did you know that the day before September 11th, they announced from the Pentagon that the Pentagon was missing like $23
trillion. Oh yeah, man, so much money.
Sorry, but
no.
Whenever you said released, I was like, that information.
Yeah,
but no,
and then they got hit. They got hit.
Oh yeah,
they got hit 9/11 as well, right? Yeah. It's always the trade centers, but fuck, the Pentagon got hit that day too, man.
They totally did, yeah.
They did. So it's,
wait. But now, sorry.
It's just like right now, man. Like, is Kim Jong-un fucking dead or alive?
I heard
like,
he's not. I heard he was at a shitty hospital and they moved him to a better hospital.
Yeah. Like,
I heard he was in Vegas.
But I heard so much shit. Yeah. I saw him in that movie Hangover. Is that on him?
Oh, that's fucking that's actually a great joke, bro. Fuck, that's
you know what's fucked up too, though? On the 9/11 tip, they had a whistleblower. Somebody who was on that inside fucking government job called the Pentagon and warned them the fucking day before, yo, this shit's gonna go down.
Yeah.
World Trade Centers. He didn't say Building 7. He didn't say Pentagon, but he called the fucking Pentagon with that information, and they just, just
passed
like
off.
They let that shit happen.
They're like, yeah, that's planned, bro. No, I don't know.
But no, sorry. I feel like I totally fucking
veered there.
Yeah, I took that. I started steering the ship the wrong way, but no.
We went down a weird rabbit hole.
What's the fucking?
It's what happens.
The UFO shit though.
So
sorry, I keep putting my hands on.
I'll try and actually pull up the footage.
Yeah, try
so
continue.
They have
footage. Got the footage right here, bro.
On like
nice.
Ooh,
so you're saying
that's all we got.
So you're saying that they have footage of a UFO that they're releasing and saying it's a UFO?
So they have.
It's an unidentified flying object. They don't know what it is.
But
right?
so
what I've seen,
they don't know what it is. Then because like you know what I mean.
You're right.
They would know.
Right.
If anything, they would know what it was.
What Ben was saying earlier and what I'd seen. So I saw what would be like a satellite image almost. You know what I'm saying? Like green and like a shape of something.
Yeah.
And it was definitely like not like a perfect circle. It was like a bit like like what we would think is a UFO, right? Like a saucer or whatever. And what Ben was telling me earlier from what he had seen and read was the pilots talking, and the pilots were commenting on how fast it was moving. I'm pretty sure the movements in general weren't like a regular plane, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe like super fast and then out of nowhere they like go upwards or something. Like, I don't know. I didn't see that far, but they released it. But it's like, man, like it's everyone too focused on COVID now and people are figuring some shit out. So here you guys go. Like, I don't fucking know.
So this is the video right here. I know Goon can't see this right now, but we're looking at this video. And I don't know if you guys can see it either.
I actually got the YouTube channel up too, so you don't know what I can see. All right?
Yeah, you'll see it.
You don't even know.
It.
I'm good. Don't
so
assume
this is like
you
the
know.
Satellite image I was talking about.
That's not LNS though, is it? It's not LNS, dude.
I'm just gonna have to wait on this like 10-second delay. That's all.
Oh, so it's like rolling. See it?
Yeah, it's like
it was like
that's
moving,
not even the full
rolling.
Video right there. That's a cut version of it. There's a much longer version.
What a bunch of horse shit!
But see,
they're making the freaking frogs gay.
But the thing is they normally deny it, right?
That's man. So
they know right now. They're like, nobody's paying attention. Let's just release all this information. Nobody will care.
We can say told you.
Just like in 9/11.
Exactly. It'll go back to normal, and everyone will forget because they're like, okay, good, everything's back to normal. What did they tell us? I forgot.
Exactly,
Kobe
man.
who?
Yeah.
And then everything will be forgotten in the last like 6 months. except for COVID and we're free and whatever. Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, like you said, Goon, they'll be like, yeah, we told you already. Remember?
Y'all motherfuckers didn't pay attention. Y'all didn't care when we finally told you.
So, for all my deep, crazy conspiracy theorists out there, there's something called, I think it's Project Bluebeam. I could be mistaken on that, but this is supposed to be some like fake alien invasion that happens. Apparently they've been planning. So there's even this speech by Ronald Reagan where he says that wouldn't it be interesting, or I paraphrasing, but basically he says something about how like an alien invasion would bring the human race together, and like how all our differences would seem so insignificant under like such a threat, you know, from outer space. And I've read all kinds of shit on how
maybe we're being fucking trained for that right now.
Man, I'm telling you, like, so there's people that are talking about how they're gonna use like holographic shit and like stage this alien invasion, and like
they could do that too.
Like, they probably could. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Well, Tupac, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like shit like that. And then
that's what the chemtrails are for.
Yeah, and
that's the screen.
And then like augmented reality, right? Like, remember that shit Eminem was doing?
Yeah. Well, that's
imagine just releasing. Like,
but you'd have to see that augmented reality. You have to see through your phone.
Right? Though, but that's what I was gonna say. Imagine if they just
they gotta chip everybody first.
Did you guys ever see the fucking concert? Did you guys ever see the concert? There was a concert.
Tupac.
No. Well, that too. But no, after that, there was a concert where if you were standing, like I saw a video of it, man. If you were standing in the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
The sky was lit up.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
But it was like
shit happening.
Fucked up.
Yeah. That's augmented reality.
It wasn't just like lights shining in the sky making shit. It was like there was just like a print on the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy, man.
Yeah, Eminem had one. So for Not Afraid, he always has like the music video was like him on like skyscrapers, right? Like him standing on buildings, and like I've seen his live act. So every time he did that song, it'd be like all these buildings burning or whatever, right?
Did you ever see the intro? He was introducing his album, and there was a picture of him standing like this.
Yeah.
And it like goes in on him, and then it's a bunch of cars, cop cars. And
yeah.
To a fire, and then it zooms out. And it's him standing there. Yeah. And then it goes around behind him, and it's the fucking back of the album.
Yeah. Totally, man.
Yeah,
so,
okay. So,
same type of shit. Same type of shit. And then, his, like, last tour, he did the augmented reality where it was like, like, during that, like, specific songs would have, like, the sky lit up. Like, you'd have to look on your phone. Maybe that's what I'm
thinking of is the Eminem shit, but I remember, like, the sky was all fucking...
Yeah. It's crazy.
You know what's fucked up is they have plans, all right? Like the government has planned Project Bluebeam, and they've actually fucking, I don't know if it was leaked or they.
That's what I just said, right?
Whatever. That's what Jonesy was saying.
They have plans to use it over like really heavily religious countries to broadcast huge religious symbols in the air and make people think like the end of days is coming.
Right.
Imagine the chaos that would ensue if you started putting up people's, respective deities in the fucking sky above them. And they have the technology to do this. They've proven that. And they have the plans. 10 years ago, we were reading fucking tinfoil hat conspiracy theories that said, Project Bluebeam, this and that, and fucking religious symbols. And it's only a matter of time, boys. They got robot dogs that are going to be hunting people like you and me down the street.
That's like Boston Dynamics shit, right? Like the robot dogs. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
They're taking them for civil unrest. You know what that means? Motherfuckers like me walking around the street at night. Fuck that. I'll be making some traps for some robot dogs real quick.
Yeah. You ever seen the fucking Philadelphia
EMPs, bro? Little EMPs.
No,
they fucking tried to
that's where they got inside the boat and shit, right? Or like I heard about that one too.
Part of the boat, it appeared somewhere else.
Man, I heard some dude like they was talking about how this is kind of unrelated, but it was some government workers said that they got transported to Mars. Like they would go to some office building and they would go to some elevator and they would get in the elevator and it would close. And then when it would open, they would be on Mars. And I was like,
I wish.
Yo, you ever seen fucking Being John Malkovich?
They apparently have.
No, man, I've heard of that.
Stargates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine if that's all fucking true, man.
Sign me up.
The shit needs to come out.
Sign me up.
The shit needs to be released. If they got teleporters, to Mars. I'm still fucking driving to work using gas, motherfuckers. Come on.
Fuck, I'll pay $20 a trip. Fuck.
I believe it. As crazy as it may seem, it was 12 years ago. I listened to a Coast to Coast AM radio show where they had on this guy, and he was like, "Look, my dad, he was black ops in the CIA. He took me to work one day, and he said, 'Look, son, I'm going to show you something you can never see.'" And basically, the story went, they just walked down into this like hidden bunker. And in the hidden underground bunker, there was this, it looked like a Stargate, just looked like a door to nothing. But when they walked through it, they went from like California to New York, like that.
Oh, man.
And the kid was like, "Whoa, what the fuck, Dad? How are we here?" And they walked around for a bit, went back through the Stargate or whatever the fuck it was. And he was like, "I couldn't tell anyone this story until long after my dad died. And, there's no risk to my family or anything for like divulging this story." But it's just a radio story, but you can't help but kind of believe with, take it with a grain of salt, but it's plausible, right?
I agree with you, man. I don't take information like that and be like, "You fucking crazy," you know what I mean? Like, not, you know what I mean? Just completely close that door. Like, the tech, like, come on. Like, if you have half a brain, like, man, think about half of the technology you even think that we do have. You know what I mean? And then
think about this. Knowledge is power. And there's a reason that every
is knowledge.
Or every major military conflict, what's one of the most coveted, what did Hitler do? Every fucking country he ran into, the first thing was like the occult sections of libraries and, knowledge.
Man, Hitler was a huge, like, occult guy.
Yeah. People... Every
he was the
tyrant covets power. Yeah. Power is knowledge, and they keep it to them goddamn selves.
So,
the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Bilderberg, the Bohemian Grove. These are all people who they're coveting power.
That's right.
I'm covered in some fucking lasagna right now.
I like your style.
What you think about that?
The name says it all.
That's great.
Oh shit! That fucking that hash rosin got me wanting some pasta. Oh shit! Is that what coveting means? Like, you want it? Like, you're coveting it? Like, you want it?
Like you're it's almost like hoarding it.
Covet thy neighbor's life.
Like hoarding, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a better kind of hoarding. It's hoarding without hoarding, I guess.
Because that's like one of the 10 commandments. You don't like covet thy neighbor's wife and shit.
Yeah, well, it's your neighbor's wife, bro. It's not fucking. It's not spaghetti.
Might have to take a pit stop.
I don't even.
Big different styles. Come on.
Well, no, but I figured it was like you like want it, right?
Do you want your neighbor's wife styles? Are you trying to say something right now on the podcast?
Of course, yes. If she's gonna make me lasagna, I like pepperoni in my lasagna. But yeah, no, I don't know how that went that way, but you're welcome.
I like how I can always make the conversation go kind of sideways on one of these episodes. The last episode, I got you to like kind of fuck up and like pseudo, talk about choking yourself but not jerking off. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Remember that shit? That was some funny shit. Anyone who goes back to the episode, hear me out. I was in the comments and I put a time tag just for the spot where I fucked up the whole conversation. Go check that shit out. It's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me.
I probably will too.
That shit killed me.
I forgot about that. Oh shit! I kind of remembered like roughly too. Like, I want to say like it had to do with a belt, maybe.
Well, we were talking. I don't know. Like earlier on in the conversation. So hear me out. In the podcast, somebody brought up like choking yourself while you jerk off. It was just in conversation. We passed over it. Half an hour later, you get to go piss, and you mentioned like choking yourself while you jerk off, while you like go walk away or some shit, right? So I crack a joke or two. You come back down. And you're like, yeah, I hope everyone knows I don't actually do that, Like, I don't jerk off. I'm like, then I threw it out there. Yeah, he just chokes himself. Yeah, something like that. It was like completely side. I led you into it. I walked you into it. You played along, and I respect you for that. And I have fun with this kind of thing,
That's quite hilarious,
man. Yeah, it's all love. Fuck yeah, that's hilarious. I actually am probably gonna go look at that, especially since you timestamped it. That makes it so much easier for me.
I got you. I do the same thing for my homie Ghost Monkey. Shout out to Ghost Monkey Productions.
Shout out to Ghost Monkey for real.
best photographer in the city. If you want to look like a fucking, like, if you want to get some still shots of you looking like a rock star on stage, doing graffiti, whatever you do, you would DJ, whatever, hit up Ghost Monkey. But anyway, so he does his own little, like, kind of podcast thing, right?
Does he really?
Yeah, he goes by, I think it's Jorge, but it's spelled like George.
Yeah.
This guy's crazy, but he puts on a good fucking show.
He is crazy.
So I'm subscribed to his shit. He asked me to come on every so often. I'll do like an hour podcast over at his lair, you know? And I just, once again, I love, you know, it's not just a Creep Squad podcast. It's not just 4G. I'll take it sideways at least once or twice an episode.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back, watch it the next day. I'll laugh. Yeah, this is when I brought it sideways at timestamp. Help people well, you know?
Fucking
that's
right,
why
though,
you got
man.
the track named Sideways.
Yeah.
Going sideways, straight up.
But no, and that's, you know what's funny though is it actually helps though, because fucking somebody just going through the comments like, oh whatever, yeah, and like, oh hey, I didn't see that part, or like, oh I want to see that part, right?
Right. But just in case you missed that shit, you can't miss that part.
Shit, I didn't know he did a podcast. Fuck, maybe we'll have to Zoom with him and get that going.
Yeah, let me check it out, his channel right here so I can actually shut it out properly.
What is it? Oh, my phone's dead.
So this crazy motherfucker goes by The Dead Guy. All
Dead
one
Guy.
word,
Nice.
The Dead Guy on YouTube.
Nice, yeah, man. I fucking met him at just fucking, I don't remember the specific first show, but I remember just I met him at like shows in general, you know?
You know, he's got a crazy layer that he does his fucking podcast in. Let me tell you, the first time I walked in there, the first thing I saw was like the old 80s Batman, like a really blue Batman. It was like a giant cardboard stand-up, right? Then I see like a Super Nintendo and Robbie the Robot, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, this is like a time capsule in here. But then I see broken glass everywhere. Okay, there's like broken bong pieces and fucked up like action figures and shit. And I'm like, yo, what kind of podcast are we doing? Homie, you gonna lock me in your basement right now? Like, what the fuck's going on? Go check it out. It's a good show. I've been on at least like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, fucking right, man. I'll check that out. That's hilarious though. Yeah, no, he's a good cat though. Like I said, I met him at shows and shit. He's always taking pictures of shit.
He's got a strong beard.
Strong beard for sure, yeah.
We've got a couple pictures with, like, was he not?
Oh yeah, he took that picture of us
outside of Avant-Garde.
Yeah,
was that the one?
Yeah, the one. I'm looking so fly in it. Actually, I think I'm like looking fucked up in it, but a
little bit of both.
Yeah, it's on our Instagram, I think.
Ghost Monkey took my hands down like favorite photo of me ever. Not even during a live show. So this guy's great for not only capturing the moment, but knowing when to like take a really quick photo, even when maybe he shouldn't be. So like in between a show, I'm talking to this asshole. I've been having words with him for a while, whatever. He comes up to apologize to me, all right, because he knows I'm looking for him. I'm actively like gonna fucking beat his face in. So this guy walks up to me, all right. He's like apologizing, rah. And I'm like, keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth. And I just hear click as I'm doing that. Even though I'm raging out on mans, trying to hold myself back from punching his face in, click, and I just smile for a quick second. And, you know, and like I keep going off on dude, but I knew, and I get home later that night, he sends me this picture of me just mid fucking rant telling dude straight up, I will bash your fucking great photo, you know, classic goon. I love it.
That's sick. I remember we were standing outside a bourbon room, and there was like some chick that was just like trash, and then like trashed. Like, like drunk, like she was drunk.
Garbage.
Yeah, and she got kicked out of the bar, and so she like came down to like the end of like the line, I guess we'll call it, like we're all smoking and shit. So she like came down to the end and she like fell on the ground and she was like all over the place.
Oh, that was at the Merc concert?
Was it Mercules? Yeah. And Ghost Monkey walks over and starts taking pictures.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
And Bisha's like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, you didn't take pictures? So he steps forward and he's like kind of like bitching at Buddy for taking pictures. I pull out my phone and take pictures with my phone.
I remember that, man. I was like, well, fuck, man. Like, are you going to send that to World Star? I was like, fucking, I was pretty fucking into it, you know? And I was like, man, this chick.
That does seem kind of weird,
man,
though, right?
This chick
like,
might be fucking dead,
like,
you know. Actually, if I have to be honest, it's probably the first time I ever met the guy. Now I kind of understand like what he's all about. He like captures that shit. You know what I mean? Like that raw, like street rap shit. Like he's like right in your face. Like man, like when we did our show, even he was right up in our face that first show at Ruckus's release party. Yeah, I remember that
Ghost
too.
Monkey, though,
sorry, Goon was trying to say something though.
Oh no, I was just saying, like on the real too. He keeps professional too. Although he does like capture the moment and like not ask. He'll ask after before he like posts that photo or uses it for anything. He'll be like, "Hey, are you okay? I took this and it was when you were doing that." He'll always like if he doesn't ask you first, he'll always ask you after before he. You know, if you don't like it, it's just getting deleted. You know, he's respectful like that.
Well, you know,
he captures the moment though, straight up.
Yeah, man, he does, and pretty well, I would say. Like a lot of the photos are like, you know, pretty intense.
Well, and it's cool too because he's like right into like metal and shit like that, right? So he comes from that, like he's like normally taking pictures at like punk shows and like metal shows and like, you know, rock and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So then like he shows up and he's like just hanging out these like rap shows and stuff, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So like he's even messaged me and shit too and been like, yeah, like it's a quite a bit of a different like atmosphere, right? Because like you get some people that are like
it's cool you say that because
right?
I actually thought he was just like, you know what I mean, and with some of the rappers, so he would show up and do his thing.
Yeah, from what I understand, he came from all that. Like he was doing all the like one of the nights. I think it was one of our shows.
Yeah,
he missed I think it was the Jeff Jones show. He missed our set.
That was our first show, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't there for that.
That's he was over at the show that...
Remember my buddy that's Jordan? Right. There was a...
Jordan DeVoe. He was on...
There was a metal show on that night.
And he was at that show, so he ran across and he met us. Jordan came and met us, right?
Yeah, totally.
So did Ghost Monkey. Ghost Monkey was out there too, right? Yeah. But they like went back to the show. Yeah. And they were like... Well, they weren't together, but they were at that.
I remember, and it was definitely like a underground or like, heavy metal or something. Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like from that kind of type of shit.
Okay,
yeah. He's a metalhead and a juggalo straight up, and fucking. I met him at my first show actually, and I remember him saying the same thing to me too. You know, he was like, "It's funny how like at a metal show, it's more physical, but it's also more friendly." And then I come to these pop shows, and everyone's got like a crazy huge ego. And a lot of people like, you know, they treat me all fucked up, but you guys are cool, you know. I fuck with Creep Squad. And I was like, yeah, cool, you know, like we fuck with you too. I honestly at first I just liked the name and I thought he was a cool guy with a big beard, but then he became part of the family, you know. Much love.
Fucking right, yeah. It's funny you say you like the name because I was like, yeah, how do I find you on Instagram? He's like, Ghost Monkey. I'm like, shit, that's fucking
That'll
awesome.
Be it, yeah.
I love his logo too. You know, I keep telling him you gotta get more of those T-shirts made because I would rock a Ghost Monkey T-shirt. It's got this crazy like dark character on it, and I love throwing his logo on. Like when I host a show, I'll put it on the poster. I know, like he'll come through, take some photos. Even if we don't do some business, he'll come through and hang out and shit. So I put his name on the poster all the time and shit. You know.
Yeah. Does he do videos? Or just pictures? Is he just straight pictures?
I think. He can take video.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't know if he like edits videos, but I know he could probably take some video.
Man, I would say like if he kind of shot videos the same way he takes pictures, you know, kind of like get in your face and like right up in the fucking like hype of everything.
Well, and he gets to. I find like a lot of pictures that I've seen that he takes too. He gets that like he gets that moment, right?
Oh man, I think I'm pretty sure it's Ruckus
on stage, but he like gets that.
Yeah.
Moment,
I'm pretty sure it's Ruckus, and it's a picture he took.
BJ, but like,
oh, you know, but man, it's funny you say that though. But it's like literally Ruckus like rapping in the mic, but you can see every fucking vein in his forehead and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like right in the moment of him just.
You know what's funny, man? I have pictures that I was looking at the other day from Cranium Festival. And I took pictures. I was like, I got these pictures of fucking Kenny, right? And I'm thinking in my head, like, maybe I'll like send him one or I'll post one or something, right? Fucking, and it's like a bunch of pictures of like him, like kind of from the side profile or whatever, right?
Okay.
So I'm trying to get these pictures. They're all fucking blurry. I was must have been tanked or something, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's funny. You know, you can take like the best photo with your phone, but it'll never compare to like a photographer's fucking photo. And at the end, right? You can take a great photo for the gram, but it'll never compare, man. Ghost Monkey makes me look like a straight fucking rock star when he takes photos of me. It's so worth, every fucking dime doing business with that guy. And like, if you go to his YouTube channel too, it's actually really interesting to watch him work. He'll post videos that are 2 hours long of just him going through, like, okay, I took 300 fucking photos tonight. Now I'm going to find like the best 20. Yeah. I'm going to edit those. And I'm going to bring the contrast up and play with the levels. And then I'm going to send them through the homie. And I'll watch him like edit my fucking set and like just take what most people would be like, oh, this is all trash. Right. But he'll pick those like 16 out that were really well timed and he'll make them look fucking good. And when he sends them to me and I post them, and I get like 100 fucking likes on the gram and, all this fucking love on Facebook and shit. That's great promotion, man. It pays for itself,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Big shout out to Ghost Monkey for sure.
Water.
It's funny. Back in the day, I remember when I got my first show and somebody told me, he was like, you got to make your profile image like you with a mic or you on stage because you like it's the whole image, right? You got to sell that image.
Absolutely.
You're an MC now. And so I get Ghost Monkey to come out for my second show, right? And take some boss photos. I post them up. And the next thing you know, I got like another 3 or 4 people like knocking in my inbox like, yo, I want to book you for a show. I want to book you. Yeah, like it's amazing that fucking effect that just one good photo can have. Even like fucking for your career straight up.
It's true though, man.
It's all just an act, eh? Like I'm not a real fucking MC. Eh? It's just an image. Oh man,
guys. Yo, you know what? You know what MC stands for?
Well,
master
of ceremony. If you want to,
yeah. He knows.
The old school. A lot of people, I'm a rapper, and like when they say MC, they don't even know what the fuck MC means. That bugs me.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between rappers and fucking MCs nowadays. If you can actually rock a crowd, get the crowd moving, and fucking be a master of ceremony, big difference.
There's a big difference. And if you don't fucking know anything about it, go read that book, y'all. Right here.
So,
The Conscious Guide to Hip-Hop Music.
Yeah, The Conscious Guide to Hip-Hop Music. They literally tell you all about the pioneers of hip-hop and who you should know if you're fucking rapping right now.
I've been fortunate enough to actually learn from like the bad examples of what not to do and shit. I've seen a lot of people come and go, man. Just in my like 4 or 5 years around the fucking hip-hop community, I've seen a lot of people come in, think they can just jerk off, and then the next thing you know, you just don't hear about them next year anymore at all. And it's like, all right, well, I'm still doing here, and that's not with any kind of record deal or any kind of shit like that. I'm self-made, so I must be doing something right with my corrupt ass.
It's a fun. It really depends what you want out of it, man. Clearly, those people were just partying. You know what I mean?
If you're just having fun with it and jerking off, once again, you're not an MC. You're just a rapper at that point. Have fun with it, do you, but don't claim MC. Don't claim hip hop.
Yeah, MC is definitely someone that can hold a crowd, hold a stage, rock the mic, definitely.
Yeah,
but
rock the mic.
Yeah, rock the mic. But
honestly, I think these guys are gonna like fucking fight on my speaker.
Yeah, what's going
on?
We hear that. Yeah.
Somebody's having words. This might get good. I know. I've screamed at
Turn the camera, bro. Turn the camera.
Nobody's doing nothing. It's just
it'll be
2 cars right now. Nobody's getting out.
That's funny though. I was wondering what's yelling? Like who's yelling? Where's it coming from?
Yeah, I thought it was people at your house, like yelling and shit.
I just thought
I've had to scream at this neighbor. I've had to threaten this neighbor.
Oh yeah?
It is what it is.
Just another day.
It's a loud street.
I'm gonna cut you so bad. You wish I didn't cut you so bad.
I gotta use that one day.
Yeah, I don't get mad. I get stabby, right?
Stand back. I'm gonna practice my stabbing here.
Gang. So
what did you say? Excuse me. What did you say when I first joined? I was Goon Gang.
Goon Gang? Did I say that? Yeah.
I think you did.
I might have said that. I sometimes I say things.
I wish I could confirm, but I don't think I was here when we joined up with Goon.
Oh yeah, no, he was taking one of his pisses. He's got like a bladder like this big.
Yeah, easily.
Yo, I've got an old man bladder too. Don't make fun, man. It's horrible. Man. I ruined my shit with liquor back in the day. Liquor and energy drinks fucked my shit up. And now, if I drink a coffee, if I drink anything, bro, it's within like a half an hour, man. It's fucking
I'm the
brutal.
same guy, man.
Don't get me wrong. If I drink like a bunch of water,
a couple
like
pints over here, and I'm fucking in the bathroom 5 times in an episode.
But like, I don't know. I think I fucked myself up. I don't even realize sometimes that I gotta piss. So like, if I'm like driving somewhere far, like I'm like doing some shit, like man, whenever I got to the city earlier, I was like, I got pissed, and I was like, "Where am I gonna piss?" Right?
Yeah.
So then I like went and I like met my brother.
Like, no one's letting you in their fucking restaurants.
Oh yeah.
So
then I went to I went to Buddy's house. I'm like, yeah, man. Whenever I go to his house, I'm gonna piss. And then I'm walking out of his house to get into the car, and I'm like, oh shit.
When you're doing stuff, you just forget about it.
Right?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
And then I got here. I was gonna pull up and do it in your parking lot.
Yeah.
And then I pulled up here, and I was like, oh man, I fucking pissed. So, like, I didn't even notice till I walked in and stood right here, and I was like, oh man. And I fucking ran up and was just like,
yeah,
that's funny.
You know, and
I can't do that anymore. bro. I used to be able to do that kind of shit. I used to have like the strongest fucking bladder in the world, hold my shit for like 2 hours, be good.
Yeah.
Now, liquor and energy drinks, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't
You know what though? It's actually bad to hold your piss for a long time. So you know what? You probably fucking. That's what happened is you probably fucked yourself. Might have been, so I'm gonna be like you guys soon. Or some shit.
Well, man, road trips and shit, man. Road trips kill when you're fucking on the road.
I
you're
find
not driving and
I find if you're in any kind of motorized vehicle, like at work, like what you were saying, you know, you forget about it. At work, that's it, man. Like I'll get home, hit the elevator to go to my floor and be like,
oh man, it's when I'm taking my boots off at the door.
I'm gonna piss my pants right now because I forgot I had to piss at lunch, but you know, I just got so busy, forgot about it. But driving the tractor at work or fucking even the car home, man, and it's a different story because there's that rumble, man, and it fucking shakes it out of you, I swear. I swear.
The cold, man. I swear you go out in the cold and like smoke a doob or something.
Yeah, because your body's shivering.
And you're like, oh, I gotta piss so bad now. It's just because, you're like, oh,
well, your body tenses up, so that makes sense. It just like, squeezes it out. Oh, 4G audio.
I was gonna say that's
talking about fucking pissing and whatever.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I was literally just about to mention that.
This is the late hour 4G audio podcast.
It's already gone sideways. Why not talk about piss for an hour?
That's right.
All right, I got a funny piss story. All right, let's do this.
Let's get into it.
Right, Uncle Goonsy with his fucked up piss stories. Here we go. So, did you guys ever drink Mojo back in the day?
I have no idea what that is.
I can't say I did,
but I never drank it.
Really? Okay, so hear me out. Frosted bottle, frosted glass.
Yeah.
Was that the shit with like the lizard on it? Maybe.
I think there was a lizard on the front.
You're thinking Sobe?
I'm thinking Sobe, actually. 100%. Thank you.
So this is a liquor. And
I know what you're saying.
It was like a malt liquor, and it shit would fuck you up. And you could get blue or red. And in the Gat Town, you could get like a bunch of different flavors, but that's besides the point. Hear me out. If you drank the blue and you got drunk off a 2.6 of Blue Mojo, you would piss straight blue. I'm talking like bluer than this.
No way.
You would be pissing. Like the dye doesn't fucking die down, boys. The dye doesn't go anywhere. You're pissing what looks like toilet bowl cleaner, all right? And then here's where it gets scary. You drink the red Mojo, you get drunk off the red Mojo. It looks like you're pissing blood. It's actually very fucking scary.
That would be scary.
Back in the day, I'm drinking this shit for months, okay? My nephew comes over. He's like, I don't know, he's like 20 at the time. I'm like 25, right? He's like, oh, yeah, what are you drinking on? I'll have a few drinks with you. I'm like, yeah, sure. So this kid, he polishes off like a half a bottle or whatever, goes upstairs. And he comes back down the stairs. He's like, yo, guy, I just pissed red. It was so scary. I know, right? It's fucking scary.
Didn't even give him the warning, eh? Yeah.
I forgot, man. I legit forgot. That's good. And then as he was walking back down the stairs, as soon as he was like, yo, Uncle I'm like, oh, yeah, I know what just happened to kid for sure. That was scary.
Yeah, no doubt. it just leave you with a cold feeling, you know, be like, I think I'm fucked up right now, you know what I mean? But like, you know, like late at night, you're like, if you're vibing on some shit, man, you're like, I don't know if I'm going to the hospital right now, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's the straight, honest truth.
Yeah,
it doesn't burn, right?
I've been there.
I'm like,
definitely don't eat mushrooms and drink red fucking mojo. You're gonna have a bad trip. You're gonna have a bad time.
That's funny.
Shit.
Yo, one night I drank too much of this shit, okay? I drank like a 2-6 and I drank like 2/3 of a next 2-6 by myself. I'm walking around, right? And I get violently sick around 5 a.m. I'm like, I'm not sleeping anymore. I gotta puke, man. So I go upstairs, right? We're gonna take it from piss to puke. Here we go. Quality conversation from Goon. So
I almost took it the other way.
I dump the fucking puke out right now. It comes out all crazy blue, and this is how fucked up mojo is. It dyed the fucking food I ate earlier dark blue.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Man.
So rice came out dark blue. It looked like I puked toilet bowl cleaner. It was actually kind of fun.
Yo, man, one time I like, so not even one time, like many times, I would eat this fucking, or drink this slush. It was like the dragon something the fuck, like sour shit from Max and shit.
Oh yeah,
and,
you get like fucking really zaps in it.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
so it was after that.
Right?
It was after that. They did have those though, but it was after that point when you put the fucking like sour shit in it.
Yeah.
But it was just a green sour, might have been dragon fruit, but it was like dragon something like sour shit. So it was a green fucking slush, and you drink that shit. Sometimes I drink 2 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, man, I'm fucking like shit green and shit.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. Like,
shit doesn't even process, you know, it just goes straight through.
Yeah. Like for real, but like not just like green. Like I'm talking like fucking like this.
This,
like,
neon
green. You're like, oh shit, the dye just like came out.
So that reminds me of a drink I used to make called, I named it Drano. It was, you take blue mojo and you take the Red Bull. You know the one that's pomegranate, right?
Yeah.
Now here's the crazy thing. I was just mixing drinks one night. I wasn't trying to make nothing, but when you mix the bright red crimson fucking Red Bull, and you mix it with the bright blue colorful fucking, you think it would make purple, right? Red, blue, purple, right?
Right, yeah.
No,
brown.
No, when I mixed that shit, it went straight black. It fizzed and it smoked a little bit. Like a chemical reaction and kind of let off a smoke. It was dangerous and it got you so drunk and so fucking racy.
Crazy.
And I was like, yo, this is fucking liquid Drano, boys.
Yeah.
That's me like, yo, that's fucking dangerous, guy. You drink that? Fuck yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Try it out. It's good shit.
I'm gonna try it out just to see if that's. I want the poof of smoke, otherwise it's called bullshit.
We'll be doing science next week on the 4G Audio podcast.
We'll be chugging whole bottles. We can't go to the Quebec side right now. We'll have to make our own.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'll come through as soon as you can have someone over. I'll come through.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
But we should do some chugging contests and shit.
Now that's a challenge I would be down for. We want to drink like Drano and other fucked up drinks. That's a challenge I would be down for. I don't do that spicy shit because I enjoy spicy food, but hear me out. I don't like to sweat while I eat.
Yeah.
So that's where I cut off. I'm not good in the challenge. I like spicy food and I can handle my spice, but I don't like my face sweat while I eat, man.
Oh man,
that bugs me.
I agree with that.
I think I'm with them, but there's like certain times I just enjoy
like a good meat sweat.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a good meat sweat, guy?
Oh, when you eat a lot of fucking meat.
Like, you know, when you eat McDonald's.
Yeah, you packed in the like 1 or 2 extra cheeseburgers.
Like when you go to like a buffet of some sort, like not a Chinese buffet, but like a normal like fucking like
even
like roast
barbecue.
And
man.
they got like the fucking ribs, and then they got like, you know, all that shit. They got like the chicken and all that. You eat all that shit, and you put bacon on top of all that shit, and then like afterwards you're sitting there and you're like, you got the sweats, but you're cold. And like you might be sick, but like it tasted so good.
Your body's
fam, no, not me.
But it tasted pretty good.
I go to the buffet, I eat like 3 or 4 plates. I'm full and I'm good, and I pushed it and I'm good and I'm.
Yeah, no, it's not even
I don't
that.
Sweat.
It's not even that you eat too much. It's just that all of what you eat is meat. And then it's just, I don't know. We call it the meat sweats. I don't know if you've ever heard that. That's crazy.
Man, I've been there.
It's like the dab sweats, but it's like the meat sweats, you know?
I've been there off more of a barbecue for myself. Like,
fuck yeah,
it's like that extra sausage is on there. You know, you had 2 fucking burgers and a hot dog, but there's that fucking sausage on there, and you're like, I don't want to see this shit go to waste. And I'm pretty hungry still, and so you eat it, and it's like, you didn't give yourself time to digest your food before that, and you like get that, you know what I mean? And the next thing you know, you're like, oh my god.
See, I knew those pussy neighbors weren't gonna fight.
No fight?
Yeah,
no
it's been pretty quiet over there.
No, they had words and they drove off.
Reminds me of high school.
The second one just bounced out. Nobody's coming back. Ain't nothing happened.
They just fucking bumped shoulders. What? You know? Oh man, the number of times, like, high school, there's a lot of fights, but there's a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
like
the fucking tough guy
pushing and shoving.
Like, they'd fucking do the shoulder shit, be like, what? You could almost tell, like, both of them were, like, not really looking to fight, but they're putting on the tough guy act, you know?
First.
Yeah. It was always about the swing first, fuck. Like, they'd even say some stupid shit, maybe even push them, and be like, hit me.
Do it,
you know, like, yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Pussy. Yeah.
Oh, shit's funny, man.
Yeah, see, I never claimed to be a tough guy. I'm down to fight, but I'm not a tough guy, you know? And I was quick to learn that, like, if you just intimidate a motherfucker, stand your ground, that avoids 9 out of 10 confrontations.
Yeah,
exactly. Swing on you. They wouldn't swing on you if you just fucking stood there and said, I'll fucking cave your skull in.
But here's the thing, is the only time I ever tried to intimidate somebody, it was that 1 out of 10 guys. And all it did was make him fucking hornier. and I was like punching myself in the face, walking towards him. I was like, let's do it then. Yeah, and I was hitting myself.
Slap.
Like, dude, if I saw some fucking dude my size hitting himself in the face for fun, I'm like, that's scary.
Yeah.
So then I was like walking towards this dude, and he's just like, now all of a sudden, like, more scary. Like, he's like throwing people out of the way and shit. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, this is real. Like, oh shit.
That's a tactic.
The wrong one.
It's a tactic.
Got fucking crazy. But the thing is the only reason I really like stood my ground is because I didn't fucking do what he said I threw a beer bottle at him. He was dancing naked around a fire. He deserved someone to throw a beer bottle at him. But I fucking didn't throw a beer bottle at him. We were standing too far for me to even throw a beer bottle at him.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, maybe some people might be able to.
So in that case,
flying. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you finish what you were saying.
I was just assuming, like, he just saw a beer bottle flying and just assumed it was you then at that point.
Yeah, and you know why he assumed it was you? Because he probably saw you earlier on in that night and just had some sort of stupid assumption about you.
Yeah.
Well, so then he fucking looked around and was like, that guy. You know what I mean?
No, on top of it.
Did you have your dreadlocks at the time?
Yeah, I did, yeah. And on top of it all, here's the thing. I was drinking, there was a keg party. I was drinking out of the keg, and I went up and got a pitcher. I was like, fuck it. I'm just taking a pitcher. And I was walking around with a pitcher, drinking out of the pitcher, and fucking, he's like,
probably thought you were the drunkest guy there.
You know what's funny is I was just gonna say I probably was the drunkest person there because I thought the guy was fucking German. I thought he had a German accent. He may have German.
You're the one that had the German accent.
He's from fucking like Barry's Bay or some shit. So he might possibly have some fucking like German descent or whatever.
Yeah.
But like not actually from Germany. I thought the guy had a German accent, man. I was like, who the fuck's this German cunt? You know, what the fuck? They're like, he's not German. Like the next day I was talking about him and shit too. I'm like, yeah, this fucking German dude or whatever. They're like, he's not fucking German, man. So
he probably was just like white and bald. And you're like, yeah.
Me and my buddy, shout out to Damien. Fucking, I actually was telling a story about him with the graffiti earlier. But me and him we each bought a 26er vodka, and there was me and him and like my girlfriend at the time, and like I think that was it. And like there was other people there, like, you know, they might have had some drinks and shit, but it was just us drinking them.
Yeah.
And we fucking finished that shit. One of them was this buffalo shit or whatever. It had like a piece of like wheatgrass or some shit in it. Or lemongrass or some shit. It was like gold vodka. But anyway, short story long is so we drank these fucking 2 bottles of vodka fucking before we went to the keg party, and then we like drank at the keg party. and we had like pretty much just got there. I think it was on like my second fucking picture.
Yeah.
And then this breaks out, and I was just like, "What the fuck? Like, holy fuck! Like, yeah, man." And then
typical fucking.
Buddy one of my buddies ended up getting his fucking jaw broken over it all, and it wasn't even this guy that fucking I revved up. It was like one of his buddies because they were all like trying to calm down his buddy, I guess, like this guy just came out of nowhere and just like.
Man,
that's
I have a very relatable situation to that, and basically it was the same situation, but I was pretty fucked up on mushrooms that night.
Nice.
You know,
shout out to mushrooms.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So and I like watch this shit go down, but I was like, man, like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to help you right now, and like it was always something. It's funny you bring that up because that's like something. Yeah, I watched like a good friend of mine get fucking locked, and I couldn't do shit about it because I was tripping balls. You know what I mean? Yeah, like.
I know that feeling though. I've seen some fucked up shit on mushrooms. Maybe nothing that compares to that, but I know that feeling of just kind of being frozen and shocked when you're high on like it's fucking a hallucinogenic like that.
Yeah. Well, you're in your own vibe, and you know what I mean. Like
back in the day, I watched this girl like literally hack her door open in an apartment complex with a fucking hatchet. And it was on some next level shit, you know,
some Shining shit.
Oh yeah. So like, I guess I'll tell the story just for a little.
Oh
bit
man,
of context.
get right into it, bro. Like go for it.
This is on some old school Codwell shit. So like 10 years ago, down off of Hollington Street, me and a few homies, they had this one place. I go there to hang out. Right, we eat some mushrooms this one day. We're tripping balls, and like, there was this one lady down the hall from my homie's crib. Okay. And she was known to like, you know, do a lot of hard drugs. Like it was like, oh, she's a crackhead, rah, 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 all this shit. She turns tricks, blah, blah, blah. We didn't fuck with her, you know, she was scum life. So anyway, we hear her screaming in the hallway and we're tripping on shrooms. We open the door, we're peeking out, right? And she's got this like fucking probably a John with her. There's this guy standing there we ain't never seen before. And she's trying to boot her door open. I guess she forgot her key. She's on the second floor, whatever, you know? My homie Red, corrupt motherfucker. I haven't seen this guy in like 8 years. He's like, yo, we should give her a hatchet. I start laughing. I'm like, no, yeah, give her a hatchet. So he grabs one of my boys' hatchets. He runs out there. He's like, here you go. Now the fucking deadbolt on this door had a metal plate that was like 1 foot by 2 foot. Okay, this was a fucking ghetto building in Codwell.
Okay.
And she fucking stood there for like a half an hour hacking her fucking door down.
Wow.
At about the 15-20 minute mark, I'm like, yeah, cops are definitely coming. I'm high on shrooms. This isn't funny anymore. I'm leaving.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Fucking
she was hacking like where was she chopping?
Her door, next door.
Her door, and the worst part is,
but like,
across the hallway,
like not the fucking door handle though. She was like
the deadbolt.
The dead.
Oh, she was okay. Yeah. Not like The Shining, like through the fucking window, or like not through the middle.
Next to the handle, next to the fucking door.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. So she wasn't completely fucking insane then.
Oh no, she was. When I seen the shit the next day, homie, trust me, if you saw the shit, you'd be fucking saying she was insane too, because it looked like a giant fucking like a bomb went off on this bitch, and it was just like, you know, she got in, but cops came, and man, I'm just lucky I got out of there, man.
Yeah.
Mushrooms. I was laughing at first, but then I was just frozen in shock.
Yeah, no doubt.
I gotta go.
This person, yeah.
That's fun.
Oh man, story to tell.
Fucking right, man.
Yeah.
Hallucinogenics are fun.
Mushroom stories are the best.
In moderation.
I got like crazy stories, but not too many like hostile stories like that, I don't think.
I don't know.
The harder I try to, it's like a dream right now, you know what I mean? Like I try to think of them and like they just
One of the funniest hostile things I ever seen happen in the same building. Same motherfucker, Red. I'm not fucking putting his shit on blast because I'm not using his government. He would love this story being told anyway. So he gets word one day that this guy trying to cop some weed is the same guy who's like fucking dating ex, claiming to be his boy and shit, right? So he's like, yo, I'm gonna tell him I got weed. He's gonna come through. I'm just gonna sock him. Me and my boy Jay, rest in peace, Jay. We're like, we'll just stand by the door and hold you down. We'll let you do your one-on-one thing. We're not going to jump in, just hold you down. It's like just starting to be spring, okay? So like there's still snow on the ground. It's slippery as fuck. It's just starting to melt, but there's still a nice layer of snow. He goes out there in his bare feet, okay? Bare feet, joggers, and tank top. Red, what are you doing, bro? So he's got a picture of his girl with him, and his big plan, his like gangster moment's gonna be, I'm gonna hold the picture in front of dude. I'm gonna fucking sucker him just so he knows why it happened.
Fuck. Okay.
He walks out as he's and sliding on the snow. I watched this man throw about like 15, 20 blows to guy that really just weren't connecting at all because he's just all fucking over the place.
Yeah.
And me and my boy Jay, we died in the lobby laughing. We were there to hold it down our boy, but now it's just a fucking funny joke. The other guy didn't even want none. He's trying to like, stop. Stop. You're falling all over the place, guy. It's fucking hilarious.
Crazy. Actually, I thought of one fucking situation I'll tell on here that I guess is pretty crazy. So the night that, my current girlfriend and I got together, we were at a party in Deerfield, and man, it got pretty nasty actually. This one dude got jumped, and by this group of people, right? I'm not gonna put any like sort of like labels on it, but it was a certain group of people jumped this guy, and
call them some assholes.
Assholes. Yeah, man, and like a whole bunch of shit. Like I went down, and this other guy went down. We like helped him out. You know what I mean? But then I go up onto the deck. And then I get like hit from behind. This guy comes like storming through the patio door, right?
Oh, what the fuck?
And then all you hear is like this, right? Like, so there was like there was a couple dudes out on the patio at that time. And these guys came out, man, and just started fucking like bumping these guys. And then this chick starts screaming, right? And I look over at the chick, red, like she was wearing like this dress, like cordless dress or strapless dress. Her whole dress, man, was red. And I'm like looking around. Man, this dude, one of the dudes that came out from the patio door, had a fucking coffee mug, and he was holding the handle, and fucking came up, whacked this guy with it, and it broke. And then he started punching the fuck out of this guy. Right? Man, he was like in intensive care for 14 hours, lost his eye. And I legit had Danielle at the time get a fucking like a rag, and I fucking like literally like brought it to a fucking Deerfield's ran by like this Minto security. You guys know about that or whatever? Maybe not Minto, but some sort of security. They were like there as first responders, and I literally like fucking gave it to this guy to like put on this dude's face, man.
That's wild, man. Like,
it was pretty crazy that night, man.
Getting into a fight like that is one thing, but like,
these guys took it to a whole other level, man.
And then continuing to, like,
and it was over fucking literally nothing.
Like some dumb shit, probably.
Nothing, man. Like what the dude got jumped because his girlfriend cheated on him with one of these guys, and he like got like tough with one of these guys, right? But the dude took him serious, and the dude kind of backed down, but then like all of his friends kind of like jumped in on picking on him, right? And they all like fucking went to beat him up, and that's where we jumped in, me and these two other guys. And then it like kind of like died down there, and I went up looking for like Danielle and shit, and I went on the patio, and like then like another wave of it happened.
It's
crazy, yeah. Like all over nothing is crazy.
Kill people for less.
I've been jumped before, man. It's not fun. When I got jumped back in the day, fucking back when I was like 25, I was still chopping weed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure like I got jumped for an iPhone and 3.5 grams of weed, but here's why I really got jumped. Here's why I got jumped though. I was dealing with people I knew I shouldn't have been dealing with. Okay, these guys were from the States. They were chopping weed on the corner of Maitland and Carling like it was fucking US for one. They were telling me stories about how they were in and out of Innis all the time. They were just shady dudes, man. And I knew I shouldn't have been dealing with them.
Right.
But I got kind of complacent. I was just all about my money at the time, and I kept them at a distance. They never knew where I lived. I thought I was good, And one day, dude calls me. He wants me to run this building for him. I'm like, bro, I got a clientele out here. I got to keep happy. I can't be traveling to your building all the time to keep your people happy. I appreciate the offer, and I don't want to pass up an opportunity, but, give it to someone else, I humbly refuse or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think he took that the wrong way, because it was about a week later. Dude calls me. He's like, yo, my boy needs 3.5. I'm like, yeah, I got you. It was still daylight. It was like fucking 7 p.m. I remember a hockey game was on and the sun was still up,
Right.
So I'm like, I ain't got nothing to worry about, man. I don't bring Mr. Breaky. I brought Mr. Pokey, but I always had Mr. Pokey on me anyway. And I never use my shank. It's always a last resort,
Of course.
Anyway, I go to meet the dude. He's by himself. The two dudes who I normally deal with, they're not there. They were just set up to chop,
Okay.
I meet the guy. And I'm like, yo, I go by Goon. He's like, yeah, I go by Big Man. I know I'm not. He says, I know I'm not too big, but I got big hands. And right there is my first red flag. I'm like,
yeah, that's quite the
short,
intro.
But he's got big hands, and I can tell his knuckles have been scarred a few times, right? So now I'm watching him, and this is where I'll get to the moral of the story in a minute. But anyway. I'm like, hey, so where are we doing this? He's like, let's go down this alleyway. You never know what the undercovers are driving nowadays. I'm like, yeah, I hear you. I let him walk first. I'm not walking first. I let him walk first,
Right, yeah.
I'm watching his hands. I like to think I'm smart, man. I'm a paranoid motherfucker, all right?
Well, you have to be fucking protective of yourself no matter what.
Right? At the time, I was chopping more than just weed, too, so I was very paranoid.
Yeah, of course.
Once again, I just had 3.5 grams on me. I'm like, this is nothing. This is kid shit. I'm not expecting anything. This guy seems kind of shady, but whatever. I'll just watch him. Yeah. I won't let him see a weakness. I won't give him any opportunity, So he's like, yeah, all right, cool. And he holds out his hand. I've been watching his hands. Keep in mind.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little confused. I guess he was holding his money. He's just reaching out. I didn't see him reach in his pockets. He doesn't have anything. I know this. Maybe it's just money. I look down. I see an empty hand. I know it's coming. Sucker punch. I take a step back and I can smell blood. If you've ever had your nose broken, you know what it's like to just. I knew my nose had been rebroken for a third time. I knew right away.
Fuck, eh?
I'm like, motherfucker, you just rebroke my nose. I start dropping elbows on dude, right? So now we're standing there, we're trading elbows. Fucking 4 or 5 back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm starting to look at guy like, fuck, man, he got that sucker punch in good. I'm starting to get a little shook here, Boom, 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 boom. And then I see the two guys who set me up. They're running around the corner. They're about that life. They got that about that life run going on. I'm like, fuck, because I know what's coming, obviously.
Yeah.
He catches another one because now I'm distracted. I see these guys. I recognize them. It's like the 8th blow to the head. I go down. At this point, I take my knife off. I throw it in the bush. I know what's coming. I'm on all fours. I throw my knife in the bush. Everything goes black.
Fuck.
When I come to, there's a little bit of in-between memories, but most of it never came back. When I come to, I'm in front of my door. My shirt's covered in blood, all right? I hobbled across Carling. I hobbled across fucking Maitland, whatever.
Shit.
Put my key in my door. I'm all fucked up. I still got pictures that my homie took. We never took it to court or nothing. This was handled on the street. You don't see those guys around anymore. That's another story. But I got pictures of the perfect boot print, a perfect boot print on the side of my head when I was on all fours. And I know who it was, too. It was fucking Yaman. You don't see him around no more. He came up and fucking, bah! He gave me one of those, bro. I went out cold, man. I have a saying. Wow. So, moral of the story is, don't deal with shady fucks. It's not worth the money. No matter how many hundreds of dollars you make dealing with these guys, it's not worth it because human life is nothing to them. They watch people get poked up inside and they're proud of it. Don't deal with shady fucks. Don't follow shady fucks down an alleyway. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Number 2, I have a saying now. I will never let another man decide if I walk home or not that night.
Hey.
Any other night. Because that night, honestly, my life was in another man's hands. And I didn't really,
would be
that near life or near death experience for me to realize just how precious life is, because those guys, I was in a bush in behind a closed bar. Yeah. Nobody helped me. I walked across Carling bloodied up. Nobody did nothing, all right? If those guys didn't stop kicking my fucking head in, I wouldn't be the goon I am now. There would be no music to fucking play. There would be no shows. My family and shit. So yeah, like fucking, I will never let another man decide if I walk home or not on my own free will again. That's why I keep Mr. Pokey and I keep Mr. Breaky. And, you know, since then, I've had people try to pull shanks on me. I give them names. Yeah, they got little characters.
That's funny.
Let me tell you, Mr. Breaky right here, I opened Mr. Breaky. This is stop people from pulling knives out. This is stop people from trying to pull some shit on the goons. So it's a deterrent, you know?
Yeah, no
Still break a fucking kneecap with it if I had to, but I'm not trying to be a tough guy either, you know? This is my past. This is what I grew up with.
Yeah.
If and when. Life lessons from Goon.
That's right.
It's better to need it and not have it than to have it and not need it. If I had a fucking extendo on me back in the day, I probably would have broke that guy's legs. I'm saying those other two guys probably would have stopped. I'm saying. The knife, I hesitated with the knife. I didn't want to stab dude.
Probably for the better.
Yeah, I ditched in the Leafs. It's a good thing they didn't find it. That was the last conscious decision I made before getting knocked out, was ditch my knife in the Leafs, you know. I actually wrote a song about that shit back in the day. It's shit quality. I wouldn't say like go back and listen to it, but it's a song I think about maybe one day I rehash it. I call it Face Scars because, like, you know, I got this nice one with this side here. I got this nice one down here, 2 cracked ribs.
Yeah, you might as well refurbish it.
Some rappers got face tattoos. I got face scars.
Leave it at that, bro. Leave it at that.
Well, fuck, man.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, eh?
It's been a fucking pleasure, like always.
It's been over 2 hours now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we've been going for a little bit now.
2.5 hours.
We started at 8:30. It's now 11:08.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys again for having me. It's always a good time chatting with the Quarantine boys.
Hey, man,
lasagna and fucking burgers.
A whole range.
Hungry, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Fuck, eat lasagna, break rules, spread love.
Right, man. Hey, actually, fucking, how are you keeping with the quarantine and shit?
Man, you know, I got this little home studio set up, so, you know, honestly, I'm good. I just been working out, painting, writing music, recording music, working on music videos. I got a new music video coming out next Friday. It's called Headhunting, and Headhunting's going to be on some heavy shit, so if you're interested, check out the Goon page. That'll be live on Friday.
Hey, man. You're saying next Friday?
Next Friday, yeah.
What do you say we also aired on this on our podcast next Friday?
Hey, you know, I was gonna fucking email you guys. I got you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we could do that. Hell yeah, man.
Excuse me. Fuck.
I was already thinking about that shit earlier. I got you guys. Much love. Thank you for always, you know. Thank you for playing my shit. Even though I say some fucked up shit on record, you guys always play my shit.
Hey, bro. Fuck, I like your shit, bro. You know,
I fuck with your style too, guys.
Hey,
straight
bro.
up.
Fucking right. Thanks, man.
That's what's up.
So yeah, thanks for coming through. We'll have to try and have you through here physically again
of course,
soon when the quarantine's all over and shit.
Hey, soon enough, the shutdown will be over. We'll be sharing a stage again soon. I'll be over there mixing up some fucked up drinks. We'll be doing salsa and drink challenges. And until then, anytime you guys need me to jump in here electronically, I got you. Let me know.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
All right.
We'll definitely do it again.
Okay, well.
Your great Uncle Goonsy's got lots of stories.
Yeah, I see that, man. Fucking right, man.
Awesome.
Well, anyways, stay safe and stay sane. Gang.
Much love, guys.
Yeah.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Nice shirt.
Peace, man. That's
shit.
what's up, bro.
Fucking right, yeah.
I love all of our fucking interviewees and fans.
At one point, I was like, "Yeah, fuck, man, I'm kind of hungry. Like, yeah, we should probably go soon." And but then it just kept going, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, like I can't like stop this train.
Yeah,
it's like the piss. Eventually, you just forget about it.
Exactly. You know what's funny is at one point I did have to piss, and now I like kind of got to piss.
Oh man, it's funny you say that because I'm like, it's about that time.
It just kept going, right? And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, we're good. But then I looked at one point, I saw like 11 over there at some point, and I was like,
yeah,
all right, like, shut her down.
Yeah. She's been the good one, that's for
but
sure.
Yeah, no, and like, yeah, well, fuck, that's the thing is we could have kept going all night.
We could keep going all night.
I can't keep going all night. I'm like,
yeah,
dozing off over here.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoned and hungry. So
stoned and hungry.
Getting my money tonight. Fucking right. You know what? I think that's the only thing that's gonna be open tonight late.
Oh, definitely.
Like after 11, it'd be like, you know, Harvey's and shit would be closed and shit.
Oh yeah,
probably.
I imagine, anyways.
That's what's up.
We can talk about all that later. So any motherfucking way.
You already know what it is.
4G Audio Podcast. Thanks for watching.
That's what's up.
Thanks to all the fucking guests and shit.
Yeah, Greg and Goon tonight.
Gang. You already know what it does. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks to these guys for helping make it happen.
Thank you, bro.
And
next
go
Friday.
Check out 4gaudiopodcast.com for anything you need to know or want to buy from us.
That's what's up.
You know it.
We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Gang.
Peace. Yeah. Oh man, I'm like literally